items available over there.
We could see someone picking in Super Metroid and hoping to find something in the 2 items down there, though.
We could. It's not often we see that. But let us see where our 4 take off today. And that is 3 so far heading to Hyrule.
Link having a little bit of trouble with the enemies and deciding to go down. Interesting choice, since there is only one item in logic down there, the other one can be sequence broken, but therefore is less likely to be interesting.
I mean, this is a gamble. Hopefully it pays off. Now,
Hopefully.
Solsky going for a triple setup, but technically when we swap games the first time, I think it's always on a tier 3, so this may not be what they're thinking. And ew, hearts to start. That's not a good feeling.
And yes, it's always a tier 3 when you switch of game. Bombs so far in Super Metroid for rank. That's not bad. That can avoid them from farming any bomb or doing triples, since they will have that immediately, and that's a gravity suit on Hunker.
That it is. Water will not be a problem for us, at least in Meridia.
Last Sunday, gravity was also at that same position, so that's kind of interesting.
And, ooh, Link is aiming for those power bombs. Technically a sequence break, but nope, passing up on it. In the meantime, Sanctuary, our first sword.
Just resetting the enemy movement, apparently. Good damage burst. Only getting it by refreshing the room once, so it's really good. Meanwhile, everyone is heading up to the north of the light wall, which is the normal play, I would say. Ouch.
Yeah, sometimes those enemies can be a pain. Ivan is the first to check out Lumberjack. Wait. Power bombs, I don't think we need to worry about that cavern for that purpose.
With power bombs in Blue-Green Star, no, we do not.
And the Lost Woods only having money and arrow capacity upgrades.
Well, with the crabs having an 8 bomb drop, it's still worse. Means that our runners will go in Kakariko with 10 bombs, except Solsky, who apparently didn't even touch the crabs. Maybe he forgot?
Maybe dealing with some of these animals leaves our runners crabby and thus they choose not to. And yes, folks, I sometimes do bad jokes and puns. This can be a 3 to 5 hour run depending, so hope you got your popcorn ready.
The single arrow has already been found.
But more importantly, the ice beam.
No, the single arrow is more important. But yes, the ice beam is kinda... well... it's nice to have, but not as important as a single arrow.
We will agree to disagree there, Iris.
Let the chat decide, I guess.
That may have to be what we decide upon. In the meantime, Solsky, going to the back of the tavern... well, at least we can carry more than that one arrow.
Too bad there is only one in the game.
In the meantime, Ivan is diving into the well. What will we have inside? Piece of heart, not bad, but not what we're looking for. Also, Solski inside the Kuko hut.
Not doing a chicken clip.
Oh, the well had all of our money. Well, that'll make the bottle vendor easy to get. But just a lot of love so far.
Yeah, that's a very, very healthy Kakariko. While not very, but 2 hours in the entire Kakariko is always very nice. Especially to go to the Ice Rock Cave, because that's one extra hit you can take from the crabs before dying.
So at this point, most of our runners are going to visit the library just to see what's up there, and then see what the race game holds just west of it. From there, it depends on runners' preferences. Though I want to say, with swords and bombs available, I suspect a mini Moldorm cave play will be next up on the table. Hey,
A dip in a Holcaster would not be surprising either with a sword for the dark navigation. Despite it not being in logic, it is quite interesting to get all the items there. Unless, unfortunately, the key is in the back, of course.
I am at least glad to see that the library is well paid for today. And oh,
You get a
hold
map
on.
check.
I barely caught that. I want to say Desert Palace is it was either a pendant or a pyramid crystal. I
I
definitely saw
think it was
red.
a red pendant. And Eastern Palace was a pyramid crystal, crystal 5.
Thank you.
Did our
Nito,
runners get a super missile pack or elsewhere than the race game?
this
Because
early I would take supers, no question about it.
yeah, because I'm surprised that Sasuke did skip it, and Avon too, I think. So,
Alright, while Ivan is dealing with draining the reservoir, Solski is visiting Sahasrala's closet in the back. Piece of heart, moon pearl, nice, and some more missiles. We don't care so much about the missiles. And Ivan doesn't care about the reserve tank.
they're not called Nope Tank for no reason. Neat horrific doing the instant hero dip, as I told. As even does the instant minimal dome dip, as you called. You were both right.
Now, Nidonorific, yeah, dealing with the castle escape, finds a map. The map and a small key are the only dungeon-based items here.
Oh!
Ivan becomes lunch for the mini Moldorm. That's never a good feeling.
He goes back there immediately though, while Sasuke goes into Holian. Maybe they want to do early Zora check? Well, they got the Moon Pearl, so it really makes sense.
Alright, Solski loaded up on money. With Moon Pearl in hand, it is possible to get those 2 chests at the Waterfall of the Wishing. So, making that type of play does make sense. Focusing on a Nidorific, going to use pottery strategies against the Ball and Chain Guardian. Nicely done, and I just realized I had missed a lot of what was in Mini Moldorm, but I did catch that Power Glove at the end.
And there was a bottle in Zelda's chest that unlocks a sick kid.
Powder and Power Glove, nice find. So then I also saw 2 regular missiles, and the other thing probably doesn't matter.
Probably means we will not be getting a fake potato data.
Piece of heart, thank you there, Alveoli. Hopefully I said that right.
Link opting to do the farmhouse, farm earth, I do not know how you call it. That's a play I don't see every day. It's a good play, but it's just rare to get a seed that makes you farm there.
Ooh! Ice Cave with the magical hammer.
That's a good find. So we have a Dark World access already. Well, not for any runner, but for us commentators.
Well, I know whenever I play the combo rando, I like to take care of Link to the Past first. And, oh, I like Ivan's play, taking care of the back of Escape. Hoping that we do not need to enter the Dark Cross area. Super Missile! There's Dark
And we
Cross.
need. And there he goes immediately, in the Dark Cross. Maybe it will be the Fire Rod once again. I know that he isolated that location multiple times, and every time that's something important, so I understand why he's going there immediately.
While Nidorific is thinking Agina's cave has something of importance. Not this time.
Salsky actually got his Dark World access, so he can go in the Dark World when he wants. And yes, we can confirm the mark check. His turn was indeed a red crystal, Desert the red pendant, and Tower of Hera the last, a normal crystal.
So that still leaves the green pendant unknown, though technically available. I did not see Solsky talk to Sahasrara, even though the option was available.
He did not, indeed.
However, Solsky does care enough about animals going to swim over to the bird lover under the bridge.
Please be careful, Nidorific. Alpha Art in Minimal Homescape is not core.
Indeed.
It's fine. While Sasuke gets his Fisher Price shield,
And Nidorific now has a glove. And
Dark Prince.
Palace of Darkness has our green pendant.
That's a dungeon I don't like to be abandoned, because it has so many items, you may have to dip it anyway.
5 items inside Palace of Darkness. Alright, sequence break complete.
Space
First
jump.
energy tank. Ooh, and space jump, yes. Nice finds indeed.
Okay, so we get a Dark World map check. So, if I did see well, Maya was the second pendant. Am I right? But I didn't get the second white crystal.
Unfortunately, I had missed that map check while I was tracking the other items, but for now, I see Hype Cave potential. And a Magic Cape will, well, it's backup, I guess. Missile, Super Missile, Missile, Green Rupee, Solsky getting a Power Bomb upgrade.
Well, I'd give it a 3 out of 10 maybe. The cape is not really useful in any way. So early at least. At least I can use that. But for the rest... What do you think?
Nothing wrong with the cape or the early power bombs at this point, but we can't use the power bombs. We're still missing the morph ball.
It can be as bad as last Sunday.
And
E-tank from Stumpy.
we have seen 3 E-tanks in such a short time period. It's kind of interesting.
Well, I do not think E-tanks mean anything in the logic, do they?
They do, technically. You do need, we are playing with normal difficulty logic.
Yeah, so no errors, so that's a sure thing.
But you do need 3 guaranteed at a minimum in order to deal with Mother Brain. At least assuming you find both Varia and Gravity suits.
Well, I mean, to get the Mother Brain, you can get every other item in the game, so I'm not sure it's even an allergic thing.
Also, apparently the Dark Cross had a bottle for us.
A second bottle, really? I didn't see a Siki check, sadly. Maybe I missed it.
I don't recall seeing the first bottle.
The first bottle was, I forgot already, actually. Excuse me.
And okay, we have confirmation from Ms. Metroid. It was not a bottle at Dark Cross. We don't really know what it was then. Joys at dark rooms and... We'll get it figured out one day. In the meantime, Ivan is visiting the Mad Batter while Nidorific is visiting Sick Kid.
I'm pretty sure that every Super Metroid item is visible in the dark, at least.
Alright, I think my notes are all caught up and updated. Let's see where our runners go from here.
Running on each other tracks, basically.
At this time, yes. Though we still have a number of possible locations to check.
Like actually
Now,
Sasuke going to Palace of Darkness in the Pyramid. That is something we didn't see yet.
this may be a pyramid ledge check. Just to get this one spot out of the way. While Ivan, I think, is heading into the more traditional Dark World entrance by the Lost Woods. And Nidorific going for the Sanctuary Houlihan and gets it.
Or Pyramid Ledge is something not interesting, I guess. But I missed it.
It was either 10 arrows or an arrow capacity upgrade.
And we get an early catfish. Hopefully this will pay off.
With the Power Gloves, we certainly have the ability to visit the Grumpy one. And there's not really much of a good time to make this play, so may as well make it now!
Oh.
No! Ivan has been grabbed by the Wallmaster.
Ivan not having a really good day today in this combo randomizer. Taking a death, taking a Woolmaster. Giving a chance to the other runners. So nice of him.
Alright, and after all that, well, it's one of the 2 items in Skull Woods. We have more missiles.
Well, he's not really happy about it. At least it doesn't seem like it.
When it comes to Super Metroid, we need a minimum, assuming of only super missiles, 60 of them total. And that's just to ensure that we take out Mother Brain. If we find the charge beam, then that concern is mostly gone.
Well,
But
if you find charge and nothing else, I would still like 60 supers.
I mean, that's also a fair point. I don't remember how many regular missiles equal a super missile. I am aware of, 5 regulars equals 1 for the purposes of opening a door, but I don't know about damage table purposes.
But damage table missile is 100 damage, while the super is 300. The exceptions are Golden Torizo and Ridley, which take double damage from supers. And a few enemies in the games, but that's not actually worth to mention. And I think a charge ice shot is like 120 damage. So that will mean a 200 charge shots at Mono Brain if they find charge at the moment. It's really hard, long, annoying.
Okay,
And not recover.
the main part that I gathered out of that, doors are more resilient than enemies.
Yes.
Bumper Cave having super missiles, we do have logical access to them, but I don't know how many runners will spend the time for that.
We also
And
do not know. Excuse me.
go for it.
I mean, we also do not know if all runners can zap skip. For Solsky and even I'm sure of it, but I do not really know the skills of the two other ones. Oh, Solsky. War Masters being on a rampage today.
There was a question from Chad. I want to say it was from Serious Business. Did anyone visit the Retro Brinstar area at the start? Yes, Link Hero of
Yes.
Time 64 did.
It was 3 bombs and power bombs.
That is correct. So, nothing special at the starting area. Yeah! Hello there, Wave Beam. Glad to see ya.
My favorite beam.
Sorry, just
Ow,
trying to
Sasuke.
take down all
Sasuke
these.
working. I'm sorry. Go for
That's okay, it's okay. You had the more important parts, Solsky. Ouch.
it. Working straight in the spike. It looks like it was intended though.
Likely was at this stage. Oh, French Vanilla Titans Mitts in Thieves Town.
At least it's in the first 4 chests, so probably everyone will get those early.
So I am trying to pay attention to the Super Metroid map on the tracker that I'm using. We don't have many other places we can actually check out right now.
We do not have that mountain access, at least logically. We do not have access to any other portal, logically again. So, yes, we really cannot do anything. If we find speed, or screw attack, or Varia eventually, that could unlock stuff, but... Like Varia with that mountain access, excuse me. But that is actually... well, nothing. Nothing is available in Super Metroid.
So there are... we can technically reach 2 locations through sequence breaks right now in Super Metroid and see a third item. But it doesn't pay to make those checks right now.
It could also do sequence breaks by air running, but doing that without Morph Ball is still a big gamble. They have 3 tanks, right?
I did not hear the question, sorry, Iris.
They have 3 E-tanks, I think. So they could do air runs if they are good enough at the game.
So we have seen 3 energy tanks so far. Waterfall of the Wishing, Stumpy, and Zora's Ledge, though that one we technically don't have access for.
Yeah,
However, do remember that we have access to 2 reserve tanks. As much as you hate them, hello there, Varia!
Bye, air runs.
So the 2 reserve tanks we found were the Reservoir, also known as the Southern Dam, and the Treasure Chest game. So we do have 3 E-tanks, kinda, sort of.
So we're 24 minutes in with both suits. That seems like, with Space Jump and Ice Beam, we are Morph Ball away from doing a 100% completion of Super Metroid. Assuming the runners know the clips they can do with Ice Beam.
Well, not all items, but a fair amount, yeah.
I think actually they can get every single item in Super Metroid as soon as they find a marble.
Well, I mean, some technically would involve sequence breaks, but
Yes, sure.
yes, just about every single item would be available at this point once we find the morph ball. I'm trying to make sure that we stick with logic. Hello, speed booster.
That unlocks stuff in Super Metroid.
That it does. Now, speed booster combined with morph ball, that opens that opens like 98% of the locations by logic.
98? Oh yes, beyond Ridley.
Yeah, kind of
So,
have to remember the space dragon.
because of the charge requirement, I get it. Actually, following that logic, they can also not get Plasma, Dragon, and the precious item because Platoon also requires charge by logic. That is something that is not really known.
Actually, we don't have access to the Dark World shopping mall by that logic because we need the flippers for that, but maybe Ivan will eventually find them, draw us first blood against blind.
First crystal at 26 minutes, that's pretty solid so far. This seed looks like it could be completed in the 3 hours, maybe?
Considering the number of matches I've called that went up to 5, I would appreciate that.
Yeah, let's not call a morph ball on the pedestal, please. Not again.
Alright, Ivan is deciding to immediately take the frog turned blacksmith back home, hoping for something good.
That is never a bad play.
And Elvioli in chat is correct, because we have the speed booster right now, the morph ball could be found in Green Brinstar. Though I admit, going to that part with the speed booster, you either have to take the gauntlet, which is a sequence break at this point, I believe, or you just need to get a very good speed booster for the wall that you would normally bomb.
Well, that is a short charge 1. So it's really easy. You run one block, then you press the run button, and it's enough. You may think that this is not in logic, but it actually is because you can do a Shy Spark in Shy Spark's air in logic. But that is harder and slower, so let's do the short charge.
I know I've done some type of short charge before, but I don't know if it's the official kind, where what I basically did was I held left, I tapped the run button 4 times, then held it the 5th, and I managed to make it work. Again, I don't think that's the right way of doing it, but I was able to pull it off.
That looks like a stutter, maybe. That's way harder. But hey, if you can do that, congratulations.
I was trying to go for the simpler one without even realizing it.
We get a double blind fight and a pretty much sync. 5 seconds apart.
And the third reserve tank has been found. How did that old man get beyond the bonk rock?
Well, in the credits he managed to get stuck on the bridge, so don't trust him.
That is a fair point. Now, do remember, folks, everything that Ivan is doing right now is technically a sequence break, but it could pay off.
We can hope to find the lamp here, because that will mean the fruit is available somewhere. Or the opposite, we could hope to find the fruit, so it means the lamp is available somewhere. Or the morph ball. The morph ball is also an access to it. I'll even actually do that check.
There's your lamp right there! MC Hammer's Vault has it!
It got me, yes. So, even is actually out of logic, but in a place that is logically accessible. Just doesn't know it yet.
Alright, so at least we now have, logical access to, to the Norfair area, which Ivan has just left there. Let's see, I mean...
We have Ice Beam, and I don't remember well if Ice Beam can be used logically to access Babel Mountain. I see Link died, I do not know where.
So, based off of my tracker right now, we have logical access to Bubble Mountain. So I want to say Ice Beam is allowed for that purpose.
Speed Booster. It's Speed Booster. Speed Booster can get you to jump high enough or to do a Shine Spark, whatever you prefer. Ice Beam doesn't unlock Power Bomb Alpha. And even seems to go there immediately. That's a location you do not want to check normally, but... well... gambles.
I mean, we technically do have access, but... I agree, this is a bit an out-of-the-way location right now, going all the way up to Red Tower, then down to Alpha Power Bombs?
The question is not that it is out of the way, the question is that there is two items nearby that are locked by Morph Ball. And so you have to go twice there if that item is not the Morph Ball. That is the reason it's a gamble. Wow! Okay.
You called that! You actually called that!
We don't have power bombs though, so we have to come back anyway.
Seriously, kudos!
Okay, so we need power bombs for this, and power bombs are available in Brewing Star. If even goes there.
Well, okay, the world of Super Metroid is available. Ding ding ding, come and get it!
At 98% logically, I think.
That's what I'm going with.
94%, I think.
At this point we're splitting hairs, Iris. I don't think it matters that much.
Actually, yes, when the Morph Ball unlocks 90 items, we're still at a point like... that word access is nothing compared to this, and what is even doing? He's memeing at this point.
Well, nothing wrong with giving the frog a tour. Unless I'm just misunderstanding.
It's not every day we see a frog or catfish. Even during the Alcatraz escape. Ah, that's great of the game. And he doesn't go in Blueprint Star, no! He will miss his power bombs in the sailing.
Well,
and they're in logic.
There are more opportunities for power bombs.
Well, we know locations of 3 power bombs already, 12 power bomb packs already, so the odds are lower and lower.
Now, I perfectly admit, I am actually trying to track most of the key items. I am not tracking every single individual power bomb or missile pack here.
Yeah, I remember we've seen a power bomb in Brewing Star, another one on a ledge. I don't remember. Was it Desert Ledge? I think it was Desert Ledge. And the third one was Spectacle Rock, if I recall well. I'm pretty sure we've seen 3 power bomb packs. Zora in there, was it? Maybe.
King Zora had power bombs, yes.
Okay, so maybe that was my third power bomb pack.
And
Lumberjack. You're right. That's the ledge I was thinking.
Lumberjack also had power bombs, yes.
I remember I've seen items, I don't remember where.
Don't worry, we have our trackers on hand to keep up with the things that we may miss. Oh, nice jump by Ivan, making sure to not have to spend time with the Dracora. Ooh, bottle of green potion at the start of Red Brinstar.
We might still see not a soft lock, but a really long backtrack if this is not power bombs. And it is not. Oh, we can go there. There is one more item, sure.
Ah, and thank you again, Ms. Metroid. The first bottle I was looking for was inside Zelda's cell.
No luck today for even. Well, with that Morph Gamble, he may still have a big lead compared to the other runners.
Alright, Ivan has taken the unofficial lap around the map. Hopefully, we will see some power bombs soon for Ivan so that he can finish this. Just feels so strange right now in that I see so many green squares on the tracker I'm using, and I can't mark them off as we go.
But even seems to be heading for nowhere. We do not need power bombs for anything in Bubble Mountain, so that's a good place to go. They could go to Crocomire too, but unless they know the starter tree, they know the starter tree, they did that before the stream started. We will miss some items. Oh, in Converge Shaft, of course. I say it's left behind power bombs.
Alright, Nidorific, normal bombs, not the power bombs we're looking for, so... And Ice Beam does not have what we're looking for either. Solski immediately entering Bubble Mountain, or entering the area towards it, stopping by the cathedral at first. Just a piece of heart, no thank you.
Thus giving power bombs, yes, a little advantage, even if he goes to the Morph Ball immediately right after.
Alright everyone, we are now at Bubble Mountain. Please remember to respect King Kakatak.
Riot King Gag Attack.
Well, it's the king. Aren't you supposed to respect the king? Or am I misunderstanding something?
Well, the king just pushes you off the mountain. So if this game is just king of the hill, stand on the hill and you are the king. Well, not me of course, but see what I mean.
Okay, that is admittedly a fair point.
Sasuke not having more power will not be able to check the 2 items behind that left green door. Even, however, seems to be heading towards Crocomire immediately. Oh, just checking. I mean, yes, Crocomire. With a gate glitch that is not in logic, but we found a wave beam somewhere, I think.
We did find the wave beam, actually, and that wave beam was found. I took it down, Eastern Palace Big Chest.
Yes, quite out of the way actually.
Yeah. Lantern was found at Hammer Pegs, and Thievestown Big Chest had Speed Booster. While Ivan, meanwhile, wants to bet on Crocomire. While Neatorific, Spiky Cave, Neatorific's in Spiky Cave. What's it got? Some type of stuff. Hopefully it's
Ooh.
good enough. Look out! Plasma in Spiky Cave. Hello there.
Bad location, good item. Oh no, Sasuke. Finding the shovel at the wave beam.
Oh, and Crocomire had the inferior model. And Ivan's not happy.
Well, we find Spazer and Plasma at the same time. Perfect. Sasuke managed to get glitched out, so we might see what the shovel has.
Wait, someone picked up the shovel? I had missed that.
Yes, the shovel was at wave beam. Sasuke just got it.
Thank you. Sorry, we had many different checks happening at once there.
Yeah, of course. Even opting to do a short charge to go check that door up here. You can also do other things like a damage boost. You can freeze the bugs and climb on them, or you can also run from the platform with a speed booster. So the short charge is actually the fastest, but also the hardest way to do it.
Alright, so far Crocomire is not paying off. There are 2 locations left. Was betting on Croc the worthwhile decision? Or did we gamble a little bit too much here? I don't normally see runners take this back approach towards a grapple beam location.
Well, that's an option with I forgot my word. That's an option if you do not want to short charge when you do not have power bombs. Even seems to be able to do it anyway, so I'm not sure what they're doing right now. But for that item up here with that power bombs, you need to do a stutter way. That's not logic, of course, but... Well.
Oh, right. The problem right now, can Ivan get a short charge to break the walls?
Oh, he does. Not even a short charge. A short shiny spark. Weird thing. For people that didn't watch a last Sunday race, the item that was up there was the morph ball. That was hard logic, that was really, really bad. Everyone forfeited to that. Pretty much everyone. So just to say how hard it is to do a short charge.
I mean, kudos to Ivan for pulling that off, but honestly, I don't think it was worth betting on Crocomire today.
They killed Crocomire for nothing once again. Even doing the reverse Crocomire Speedway.
So in this case, we're going to see Crumble Tower from the bottom, which is certainly not something I see every day.
That's something I know is possible, but I have never seen that in a race.
And
Just a blue rupee if I see well.
and part of the reason why Ivan is doing the checks he is, remember, he's the only one of our featured 4 to not have any type of Metroid-style bomb. No Morph Ball bombs, no Power Bombs. Actually,
And funny-
Neatorific doesn't have Power Bombs either.
Funnily enough, he also skipped all power bombs on his way, so... See, when I told you the odds were not that high to get power bombs? Going up that shot damageless and without killing any enemy. That is something really tricky too.
Indeed.
Let's go, Ivan. You just need to go to Blue Green Star. Just need that.
The tricky part is, can our runners remember to get there? Because the only way to enter Retro Brinstar right now is the vanilla passageway.
Indeed, so it is not actually too bad. If they find nothing, they can just hit the reset button and be at the ship. That is close enough, I hope. Link took a death in Scarwars but didn't lose a lot of time, only like 20 seconds. Gibder's doing a lot of damage.
Yeah,
I don't
2
know why
hearts. And oh,
I do not know
note?
why them gave Gibder so much art, like... Even Gold Sword doesn't kill them.
Hold on a second there, Iris. Note Nidorific's position. We may have our second runner getting the Morph Ball
But they don't
at Alpha
display
Power Bombs.
And they don't have power balls either. Oh no.
To my
Ivan.
recollection, you don't need power bombs to get there. I mean, look at Ivan.
No, you don't need power bombs to get there, but I mean, they will be annoyed like Ivan by not having power bombs and having to do a lot of checks without that.
That is a fair point. Now, speaking of checks... Oh, right, Solsky can't do that check yet.
Let's just keep in mind that more ball without power bombs does not unlock a lot of stuff. Like, we've seen everything that is unlocked without more ball except Blue Star.
Also... Oh, no. Chat, you are hurting me. Chat is seriously suspecting that it may be possible that the first power bombs in Logic are on King Zora, and if that's seriously the case right now...
Where was Icebeam?
Well, remember, King Zora had power bombs.
Yes, but King Zora is beyond Power Glove, which was in Minimal Dome Cave. So King Zora is Sphere 2, with Ice Beam. I don't remember where it was. It was Kakariko, the Blindsider out. So actually, Ruby Star Power Bombs are at the same sphere level as King Zora. So actually you have the choice with 2 Power Bomb Max in Logic.
It's still kind of... Which decision do you go for first in that case?
Well, I'm the kind of player that will go straight to Blue Star with the Morph Ball. In this case, I would have been lucky. Nidorific might be going to Blooming Star though. But they might take the lead uneven.
Well, first going
Link
to...
dying again. Oh no.
Solsky getting the heart container out of... What? Okay, I know I'm not the best when it comes to Super Metroid room names. Isn't that the room called Mission Impossible, and if it is, why?
No, that is actually the Power Bomb Beta or the Red Green Star Side Hopper or Worm. Which is kind of descriptive and not really good to see which room it is. Mission Impossible is the room at the left of Big Pink, where you can drop through the crumble block, and you need to do a quick drop and jump as soon as you get the item to get back up. And that is really the Mission Impossible style. Sasuke got power bombs and more ball and is going straight to Rocket Ship. And there are flippers, so that puts Mario in logic too. Well, with speed boosters, never mind, it was already in logic.
Flippers and Master Sword.
Stacked.
Of course, now we have to deal with, well, let's at least get, deal with Spiky Room. Spiky Room not worth it. Time for the annoying one.
Well,
Phantoon.
Spike Room with Gravity and Varia is super freak and she's deboost through. So, yeah, also we need to know that Sasuke in there has power bombs, but he has 5. That's not a lot. You can't complete any person with 5 power bombs, but it's because you have regular bombs too. In Randomizer, that will be a little bit more tedious.
Oh boy, Solsky is committing to this. I don't like this. If Phantoon doesn't drop a power bomb, this is a soft lock.
The odds of Phantom not dropping a power bomb are less than 10%. Unless he gets bombed. Sasuke does not want to get under 50 HPs. Even will finally be getting his power bombs in Booming Star.
Also, note where Ivan is. Looks like he may be getting some power bombs shortly.
Sasuke playing with fire. Technically.
Ooh, long Phantoon pattern. And oh, there was another set of power bombs once we had the Morph Ball. That was Alpha Missiles.
Okay, so even will be starting with 10 power bombs. That will be way more comfortable for them.
Or excuse me, that wasn't Alpha Missiles. That's Alpha Missiles where the heart container
Oh yes,
is.
excuse me.
My apologies.
I didn't notice either, so it's fine.
Also, Phantoon, down. And so, Ivan is now in the Billy Mays room. We have a piece of heart, but... Wait! You missed something! There's still more! Go back!
Wait, what? What? Even, are you memeing or are you serious about this?
We will have to...
I
it's like, who ignores a 2-for-1 deal? Seriously.
I think he's memeing, but also does not want to take the gamble.
Okay, heading back up. I think Ivan realized.
We will ask him after the race, I guess. Now Sasuke getting blocked by the robot.
And it was a good thing Ivan did! Charge Beam was the more. And we want Charge Beam.
So now we can complete Super Metroid at 99%. The only item out of logic being Shaq told himself.
I didn't realize sales were so hard to agree with.
Wait, there's more. What's this? So we will be getting a meme out. Yes, we are. Why Combo Randomizer is not actually a meme because it's not that bad. And it's called so because if you do that as in a standard Super Metroid Randomizer, You can get slow locked a lot by not having supers or power bombs, and well, be slower than the regular way. Sasuke going through the worst room of the game, the spiky room of death. Acting not to damage boost.
I did not see any other key items picked up along the way. Maybe just a missile or two.
I've seen love in Rocket Ship. Yeah, the Brain Starscape is really bored.
Alright. Super missiles work well. Ivan has to be careful. Very low on health, and I wouldn't want to deal with that room in the dark. Even if we do have a space jump. Actually,
They're
wait.
farming here. I
Ivan
think they're
doesn't
trying to
have.
farm out.
Does Ivan not have space jump?
Space Jump was locked by flippers. It was Waterfall Fairy.
Right.
Only Sasuke did that play.
And Link was not happy with the purple chest reward, and chose to return to
Two
sender,
bombs.
I guess.
He did that because he doesn't have Quake. I'm not sure what kind of routing is even doing, but
Honestly, the way this seed has gone, it's not going to be the easiest thing to route.
well, depending of the link to the past items, we still can see a sub 3 or if we're lucky. We need the Cane of Somalia, Fire and Ice Rod. We do need a Shot and Mirror. So, in the bow. Well, we still need a lot of stuff in Little the Past, but we might get lucky, I guess.
Alright, fourth E-Tank has been found, Wrecked Ship's Attic.
That's a nice location to get an E-Tank, because usually you are low on health.
Ivan, meanwhile, trying to set up the Spore Spawn skip, and gets it. While
Getting
Link
the
here...
red drop on the ferry above is a 1% chance to drop a power bomb.
We don't need to worry about power bombs anymore. We have the normal bombs. Wow, that's a rude thing for Spore Spawn to guard.
Nitorific might be getting their space jump if they continue their fake flippers. They did not get flippers, I think.
None of our runners have flipper. Actually, let me rephrase. Solsky has flippers. I don't think
Sasuke.
Nitorific picked them up. But in the meantime, we need to quiet things down a little bit because Solsky is about to bowl. Currently set up on top of the Chozo statue. Chozo statue is currently lined up, making the approach. Hoping to get good strike right now. Aiming carefully. Carefully. And, oh no, the Chozo statue has gone off course. We have a gutter ball, folks.
Even doing the wave gate skip, it's vertically pixel perfect. Horizontally, you have a little bit of liberty.
But we will take that screw attack.
That's a really good find. Nothing can go into lower Norfair, it's free.
And Oh, Fantoon guarding the bow as well.
Okay. So Sasuke can logically complete his turn and Battle Darkness.
And
Midoriya getting the power bombs the first pack as King Zora.
the final reserve tank has been found. It is in the room beyond the fake floor. While,
Oh.
yeah, I see that too. Cane of Burna, I mean, semi-useful, but we need the Cane of Somaria more.
That could lead them towards Spy Cave. I don't remember what Spy Cave was, but I remember it was something cool.
Plasma.
Plasma.
Now, we have access to a lot of item checks right now.
Yeah, Cape as Hype Cave made that in logic, but with the Cape and no half magic, it's still a little bit tight to make the entire Spy Cave. With the Cane of Vienna, it's like way much easier. But yes, it was in logic already. That's right.
Oh, there's that Cane of Somaria. We just had to get through the gauntlet, that's all.
Still, thanks a lot to the people who made those sprites for Somalia, Biana, Fire Rod, Ice Rod, and Hookshot in Super Metroid. It initially was meant to be a small help for colorblind people, like me, but actually I think it helps a lot of people, because I've seen people denying the hookshot, thinking it was a single arrow. So really, thanks a lot to the SMZ3 team who made this.
I do admit I sometimes mix up whether it's a single arrow or a hookshot on Super Metroid side as well.
Neat horrific skipping space, my Dave Plasmas.
Solsky able to just complete this entire loop in one shot. Kinda liberating.
Yeah, it's always so frustrating to leave one item in the back there. Link is about to get the more ball too. They have power bombs are ready, so they will be able to check the red tower entirely. I don't think other runners did that. They're having a little bit of trouble to jump on the Reapers though.
The Rippers can be annoying at times.
Link going for the damage boost. Skill demonstration though. Damage boosting is not actually that hard in this game. It is just oddly precise. Like it's really easy. You hold jump and you hold the opposite direction after you get it. Timing is the hard thing. Sasuke
Congrats,
doing some mock ball not to fall down the pit.
And Link is not happy about that morph ball location. I wouldn't be either.
I would have shot supers too. I'm glad someone made it. So now the question is, where are the rods? and the hookshot. So we still need medallions for Turtle Rock. We do not know which.
That is an excellent point. So, while our runners are currently on the Super Metroid side of things, I'm going to swap back to the Link to the Past map to sort of reveal what we have access to.
We have access to Dead Mountain and Dark Dead Mountain, notably, I think.
Well, not necessarily. So, Dark Death Mountain requires us to have either the mirror and hammer together, or the
Oh
hookshot.
yes,
We have
I
neither of
forgot
those.
about this. You are right.
So, as far as what we do have logical access to, I mean, we could take out Agina, but we know that that's pointless. And we do need Mirror for Swamp as well, that is correct, Zoro.
Agin
Let's
has
just
been done
talk.
already.
Yeah, so regarding what we can logically access right now on Link to the Past side, we can access Mire Shed, because we technically can go through Meridia, even though that's a big pain in the butt to deal with.
Norfair, through Norfair.
Lower Norfair, right.
Yes.
That's also a big pain to deal with right now. Note the number of energy tanks. I wouldn't want to do that with 3.
Where with screw attack and space jump, even one would be enough for me, but I'm kinda crazy. I like screw
Duly
attack.
noted. So, other locations. We have seen Hammerpeg Cave recently. We know what Bumper Cave is. It is just super missiles.
Even, please, just freeze them. Even.
Oh, Ivan paused just in time before the safety feature of the speed booster Shine Spark kicks in, but I don't know if it was worth it for just an extra super pack.
Well, I may be at Subos, I forgot about those.
Yeah, so let me at least finish my thought process here.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Palace of Darkness is the big play to make right now in Link to the Past. We can either do Palace of Darkness, we can take out Armos Knights for the final item, we can go into Mire Shed by going to Lower Norfair, or we can use the shovel to dig up the flute spot. That's basically it right now.
If something is in Palace of Darkness, you can also cycle it, but I will not be happy about this.
And Kraid missiles, I believe, contain only a piece of heart, so we don't need to worry about that.
I think we've not seen Kraid yet.
Don't you worry, our date to the prom is about to start.
Will we get a quick kill? Little charge is a bit tight to get it. Ah, almost. Maybe 0.1 second too early.
So we have a long, slow dance. Let's enjoy our time at the prom. Well, okay, Kraid doesn't want to enjoy it anymore.
Link, I'm scared about what you're doing there. You will get soft locked. I think he saved before though. Oh, okay, he's safe. Those are power bombs. Lucky there.
One item remains in Kraid's lair, Solsky, now the proud owner of a charge beam.
It doesn't need plasma or space though.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that clearly.
I mean, it doesn't have any other beam than ice. Charge is pretty weak at the moment.
Ooh, nice find. Half magic in the Kraid reward room.
Not required, always nice to have. Even going on their RNG fight. Neolithic being the first one to dip into Moravia.
It will be interesting to see what's inside here. Starting off with missiles? And okay, we don't care about the piece of heart, let's move on.
Nice fight from Even.
I
That's
did
a
not see
really
a lot
quick
of...
hunter.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot of damage taken either.
Well, if you don't see anything, it means it was good.
Right, the turtle room, we have missiles, but what about the side reward? Have to get a little higher to see it.
Explosives.
Not what we're looking for. Which means Nidorific is going to be the first to enter the Meridia Labs, while Solski is going to be the only one to have to deal with the bomb Torizo.
That is right. Neolithic is also the only one that making checks we haven't seen before. So,
Oh yeah, I forgot about this watering hole.
I always feel bad by using a power bomb there. Just everything in the room dies. Rape animals. Sasuke having a little bit of trouble with their Alcatraz.
Able to break out, so let's not stress too much about it.
We also technically have enough ammunition for Murder Brain if you want, by combining supers and missiles, assuming our runners can Zepski. Anyway, charge has been found, but just not for everyone.
Yeah, charge beam all the way back in Retro Brinstar's Billy Mays room, and ooh, we are about to see what the shovel has.
Shovel, please?
Just a red ruby.
Iron boost in the aqueduct.
What did you say was there? I had missed it on Nito's side.
Just iron boots. Nice to have.
You? I mean, at this point, high jump boots, I mean, yeah, definitely more nice to have at this point. Space jump kind of replaces it entirely.
Well, iron boost will make it possible to make a full healthy, or a small healthy if they go for it.
Alright, Nito right now, I believe, is in right side quicksand pit, Issa heart, and 300 rupees. Not what we're after. And it looks like Nito is going to leave the left side for now. We are running a little short on locations here. I mean, it could very well be that a lot of our Link to the Past progression is in Lower Norfair. Or it could be that this ugly Bachwoon is guarding it. Alright, and Nidorific takes out the annoying pest. Ivan has become the gutter ball. Link, the hero of time, able to use the wave beam without a problem. Solsky, half magic acquired. Now, I admit I had missed what was up above the quicksand on Nidorific's side. But since I'm not seeing chat react too much, I can safely assume nothing important. Ivan with the screw attack, always a great item to have. And Solsky deciding, yeah, okay, that's enough time in Hyrule. Now that I think about it, has anyone checked the Spazer location? That is, Vanilla Spazer, because I don't think I've seen anyone do that yet. Alright, pre-Dragon item is just some bombs. Well, it looks like, ooh, Solsky going for the X-ray scope. Nothing there. In the meantime, focus on Nidorific right now. And Nido is about to take on Dragon. There's just one problem with Dragon. It's a shrimp, and the only good type of shrimp is a dead shrimp. Here's the question. How do you like Dragon cooked? In this case, you may like it cooked in many different ways, but we're gonna have to go with the old-fashioned, battered style. We do not have grapple beam. For the, fried shrimp, we do not have plasma for the microwave, excuse me, X-ray for microwave. I may have those two backwards, and I had apparently missed where the second shield was, because that was the mirror shield at Spazer. In the meantime, Dragon is defeated. The immediate reward... Dragon, you're smart today. Dragon prevented the X-ray combo of death and destruction by hiding it. Now, it would kind of be funny if the grapple beam was actually found in the plasma beam room. Because not only would that mean that Dragon stopped both primary offensive attacks, but that also means Shaq Toll becomes a possibility.
I'm sorry, I've been interrupted. So about your question about the second shield was the right support in a rocket ship.
Wrecked ship, thank you.
I do not remember if he got an X-ray back from anyone. I do not know if Link will go for the D-boost for this. I will personally not. Not anything out.
Yes, X-ray scope was found, it wasn't anything worthwhile. And okay, that's where our third bottle is. I had missed it on the initial approach.
The interesting thing about this seed is that it looks very well because we had a crystal at 26 minutes in, but now we're in 1 hour 20 in, and it's kind of slowing down.
Well, part of it here is we've gained access to the vast majority of the items we needed for Super Metroid mobility. The problem here now is we have to deal with, finding what we need to finish Link to the Past. And it's not going to be the Western Quicksand room of the Meridia Aqueduct Lab.
So what do we have left now in Super Metroid? We have Lower Norfair,
Lower Norfair and
Or
Plasma Beam.
And Plasma Beam. Surprisingly, Terrific didn't go for it. Maybe Sasuke will go for a Shackle clip. He can do it, I'm not sure if he will though.
Panushenko, the Spazer location was actually where a shield was.
Okay, so that was a Torch Shield, I missed it.
Sorry, I thought you came in when you saw that.
Nah, I came right after it.
Ah. So, for those that are hoping for a play on Check Toll, do remember we don't have logical access to it at all right now.
And Shackle is a good 1 minute 30 of just waiting too. Terrific is about to go into Lower Norfair with I think 40 tanks, if he has 2 reserves.
So we did find all 4 of the reserve locations actually. Hyrule Dam, the Treasure Chest game, Old Man on Death Mountain, and Green Brinstar beyond the fake floor.
That is some good memory.
It's not memory. I type it all up as I go.
That is good typing job.
For all the runners that are able to do this without trackers, I commend you. Ivan, I'd like to learn your technique when I run into you at SGDQ.
I won't say anything because I'm one of the people that runs without a map, but...
You do much better than I do.
It's more complicated to be a commentator or a tracker than to be the actual runner. Because if you're the runner, you're like, yes, that is interesting, and that is not interesting. You do not need to remember there's actually a spacer. That is some interesting farming. At least it didn't do the shine spark in the sun, in which case it would have casted in this entire energy. If you don't know what I mean, I have some clips of that.
I do need to see some of those clips later, but in the meantime, Nitorific is basically going to the Showcase Showdown by going all the way around, making sure it counts. Not every day I see this play whenever people enter Lower Norfair.
With Space Jump, it's not a bad play, especially if you are not confident about your gate glitching skills. Considering a Space Jump, I would do it, I guess, but... well, not everyone will do it, that's true. You need to closer. Golden Treasure only drops once you are under him.
Fair enough. And now to take on the defender of the wheel, Actually, which game show host should I use here? Bob Barker or Drew Carey?
I'm not sure what this is about.
Price is Right. Never mind. We've gone all the way around. We have, taken care of the host.
And we can check Maya.
That is seriously our 5th energy tank?
Yes, it is seriously. Maya requires bombers, so we hopefully will never find it.
Bombos may be required for Ice Palace purposes. Let's not discount it yet.
Well, we would like fire rod instead of bombers too, I guess.
But it could very well be... Oh, there's Grapple Beam. So it could very well be that, Cold Stare has Fire Rod, which means you need Bombos to get through there in the first place.
It could be, but I don't want that. And the runners neither. You can do ice pass with bombers, but it is so slow. We do not want that. Let's be nice to our runners for once.
I generally am nice. I'm hoping for a quick seed. However, I do need to bring up the important fact that because Grapple Beam has been found,
We can complete 100% of the game.
exactly, Shaktol is now in logic.
Sasuke deciding to take off gravity to creep through the ooms. I'm not sure where they found that name, but
If there's one thing I've learned about all these different video game communities, they have unique names for just about anything. And then it's usually up to us to work with it, adapt it, and just try to communicate all the different things that take place, whether they are fun, memetic, informative, or otherwise. That's just how it goes here. I was watching television. Wait, sorry. Speaking of memes there.
well, let's be honest here. Does anyone here in the chat, or you, Wolfman, know the name of that enemy in the past? That is that kind of jelly that spawns in Palace of Darkness, in Death Mountain, a bit everywhere. Does anyone know its actual name?
I may be mixing this up with the Ocarina of Time enemy, which is very similar, but I call it a berry.
Congratulations! That's it. Okay, then someone got it, sure. I was not expecting it.
I was actually afraid it may have been a berry, but...
Well, fine, someone got it and it's a co-commentator.
Alright. Nito is almost approaching the power bombs of shame. Ivan taking a dive in the quicksand. Solsky going for the Crocomire run. And Link, Hero of Time...
Link that has the wall jump or the gravity jumps or bomb jumps because no speed, no space. Where was Peter though? I forgot. Wasn't it Steve's Town Big Chest?
Speed Booster was Thieves Town Big Chest, yes.
I'm not sure what they did to skip it then.
Some runners may prefer to deal with the Super Metroid side first. Who knows?
Well, the tracker says they completed this now, so... Did they forget or something? I hope they did not miscount the items, because in that case it would be bad. Well, as long as we know nothing is locked behind Speed Booster robots.
Right now, based off of the markings that I've done, every other remaining location is available without Speed Booster. However, the spots I have marked, who knows? And oh, Zoro brings up a good point. Remember how the hammer was located at the Ice Rod Cave? It may be
The
entirely
myths were in
possible.
Thief's Town. So they had the armor when entering Thief's Town.
You're
The only access
right
to
on
Thief's Town
that.
was the armor, gloves, and moon pearl. Even the game was locked.
Also, Plasma Beam had another energy tank.
Nice to wave. Not a nice location though. Even doing that full jump on the right side, I do not think that is really easy. Well, yes, with speed you can do it. Without a jump boost, it's just desperate. You cannot do it. With a jump, it's tight, you can do it to the left side. If you have speed booster, you're free. You can just run and jump. Now we have Whitley for Nittorific Sings with Phantom from Link Air of Time. I wonder which one will die first.
Well, let's see. Part of it depends on how nice Fantoon is, because Fantoon can use slow, medium, and fast patterns. Ridley is available to hit almost all the time.
Yes, but Ridley needs to do some not bad patterns like he does right now. And you need a Sona to miss, of course.
Yeah, 30 supers
Right
is
now...
the...
Okay, it's good. Ridley is dead.
I still do not understand how Ridley dies by picking you up.
Ridley has a code to do a certain action, well, to unlock a certain action when he's at 0 HP. That action is to jump, to dive to you, and to try to pick you up. He will try that code 10 times, sometimes multiple times in a row. If he fails 10 times, he will die even if you still not in his close. I'm not sure why the devs made that, but that's why you want Willy to pick you up, because it's faster. But it's not actually required.
I'm now being reminded of a Genesis game, Dynamite Heady, where if you were to get caught by a boss on their fourth phase, that's what happens. But if you were to actually survive, then you've got a secret bonus point.
Bonus points.
Let's see how many of you remember that one.
Link almost died after Phantom died. I will need to be quieter, excuse me.
You're fine. In the meantime, Ivan is heading over to Eastern Palace. We still have one item unaccounted for, and the Armos Knights have it. But it will take a little bit to get there. And we still have a number of items we can get on our way out of the escape here. The Norfair escape, I should say. First up, go ahead.
Even having the bow will be able to complete Eastern Pass in one shot, and that is really cool for them.
Omega E-Tank in its vanilla location. Can't say I am surprised at this point. Oh well, at least we have dealt with the boulders of destiny by this point. And there's another one. I mean, we are running low on where the remaining E-Tanks are! God, seriously, 3 of them right there!
Stacked. I mean, at this point, this has to be an E-Tank to them.
Nope, just
too
missiles. But yeah, 3 E-Tanks in 90 seconds. That's kind of a record here.
Kianta's playing way mean today. Not getting a kill, luckily.
So that's assuming I've counted everything correctly. The only item remaining is Shack Toll. Maybe
Yes.
the waterway.
I think waterway has been checked. I'm not sure though.
But then that means that all of our progression. Okay,
in
waterway was.
Darkness.
Alright. Palace of Darkness or the Armos Knights right here. But, you know, it's all part of the same area. We're gonna check it out anyway. Do the Armos Knights have anything of value? Survey says... not the type of value we're looking for. Palace of Darkness has our progression. Unless it's Shack Toll. If Palace of Darkness gives us nothing, it's a Shack Toll seed. Well, I mean, yes, it could be Sahasrara, but that's what Palace of Darkness provides, the green pendant. If Palace of Darkness does not provide anything, either directly through the 5 item chests or indirectly through the green pendant, it's a Shack Toll seed. So, yeah, I would consider getting some possible hype in the chat because we may end up seeing the 60-second time waster.
Well, final event is leading to Palace of Darkness now. Hopefully, go there. We'll be going Mirror, maybe. That would unlock the first Alpha Swamp and some items in the overworld.
And okay, apparently someone did enter Palace of Darkness already, claiming that this was bow-locked, but I had missed what was in that first chest. Ivan, please reveal your contents.
I completely missed that too.
Four items remain. So while we wait for Bowside to be completed and all of our runners to eventually catch each other up, please give our featured 4 a follow. And don't forget about my commentary partner Iris Isotheus and our tracker Ms. Metroid for trying to help keep,
of course.
yeah, and for trying to help keep this in line, because this is not the easiest thing to call or track in the world. Now, one key thing about the Palace of Darkness is it has 6 keys available. It may very well be that we only need to pick up 4 depending on the key logic. But let's see how many we encounter here. Well, there's the one guaranteed small key. And there's a second. Since we don't have the boots to make the bunk chest possible, we have to take the long way around. And it looks like Ivan wants to check the big key chest first. This will require a key to spend, but we may very well get a small key in return. This is known as a one-to-one key, where the key basically locks itself. But no! The big key is vanilla. Shoutouts to JTN for that. There's our small key. Also vanilla, I think. And so this part of the arena, well, there's 4 small keys. Oh, Ivan, unfortunately you're gonna have to deal with that crystal switch. Yeah, good idea. Reset the enemies, take your shot with the bow, and that way you don't have to deal with the bumpers. Beautiful. And oh, we are going to see a potential key save right here if Ivan is able to get this hammer yump. Actually, it won't be so much a key save as it is just saving time, but no! The bomb was placed too late. Down it goes. Down Ivan goes. Has to retry.
Rip.
You are not given a lot of time to place this bomb and get in the correct position. There we go. 3 items remain. And Ivan is technically doing this in the dark. You are going to make this hard for me to track the items. There's the Pegasus boots, but that's still... Okay, that does technically open up some logic. So, we're not out of the woods yet. Shack toll could still be required, folks.
Well, I've seen someone asking for the ice flood being on check tool. That would be the worst possible thing to happen.
And missiles there. And oh, Ivan... Well, hold on. That may very well be an intentional death to potentially save a key, but still, that's an annoying death to have that far into Palace of Darkness.
I wonder if it was intentional though. It could be, but I doubt so. The boost assault could very well be a progression that unlocks Pegasus Rocks in Kingston.
That is correct. 2 one-off locations, but still 2 locations. Also, Link now has the bow and is able to make the same play that Ivan is right now. Nidorific hoping to catch up. Alright.
More that also even. What's in there?
That's a small key. That's 5. That's 6. The harmless hallway has something. It's either going to be the map or the final item.
Randomizer 2 has something, so we will be seeing Randomizer and maybe Sazrara today.
Halmasar King has the final item inside Palace of Darkness. Now, Ivan never picked up the lamp. So here's the question. Will he attempt the Dark Room Turtles?
Well, indeed, without the lamp or the fire rod, this is a pretty powerful. Later, if you're getting it super fun, getting it right down.
Solsky trying to deal with Eastern Palace now with everything available.
It's interesting.
What is interesting there, Iris? I didn't hear that.
When we are 2 hours in the
And that is correct, Chad. Hammer Pegs, also known as MC Hammer's Vault, is where the lantern is today. Ivan trying to deal with these turtles in the dark. Unfortunately, the sewers are not as brightly lit up as, say, the cartoon show. That and the cartoon show only had 4 turtles. Never had 5. We do not count that one version of the show. Sorry to fans of Venus de Milo. But Ivan was able to get through. As Solsky picks up one of the extraneous E-tanks at this point. Ooh, boy, Ivan has to be careful right there. Helmasaur King can take 2 hearts of damage. Or can give 2 hearts of damage, I should say. And the problem here is 1 hit is death, so using the Cane of Burna for invincibility strategies. And it works! Final item. Is a heart container. So the number of checks available is 3. Sahasrara Green Pendant, Sanctuary Bonk Rocks, and King's Tomb. So we are back to 3 items before Shek Toll.
Hopefully we will not find bombers. Bombers would open Maya and the Ice Palace, so I would like not to see it.
Alright, let's see, and it's the Ice Rod. But folks, that by itself is not progression. We are not out of the woods yet.
That's really nice to have though.
It is extremely nice and extremely required, but it is not progression at this stage. We need something more immediate. Will King's Tomb have what we need for immediate progression? No! Super missiles!
Shacktool is at 50% chance of having something. This is bad.
Sahasrara, I know we've called you by many names in the past. Will you give us something necessary, or do we have to play the waiting game multiple times? Do we have to deal with the Jeopardy theme song in our heads for 2 whole loops?
Even. It did even never complete error?
Ivan never did front half of Escape.
So actually, Sashwara will be delayed by a bit.
$20 in the sky-high position for for Nidorific, and I believe it was missiles in the wrecked ship maze portion right there. Yep. We do not need those.
For the chat, I've seen a seed once that the bird was in my shed. It was like, oh, fire rod, ice rod. Well, it was good, so it was really insane.
Admittedly, it would be funny, but it's not going to happen this time.
No, unfortunately, we have already done that.
Yeah.
Nidorific missing the spark.
We are seriously down to 2 remaining checks here.
Now we'll even go to search water.
That's the correct save point for it.
Okay.
Wait. Ivan?
You cannot do ice palace. Oh, okay. Of course, it didn't do the flipper check, it does not have space jump.
I mean, Ivan's play makes sense here. We'll get space jump out of this. Along with the original power bomb, the other original power bomb pack, but sir, we don't have a lot of Death Mountain access. We can visit the old man, we can see what's on top of Spectacle Rock, we can see what's in Spectacle Rock, and we can access Spike Cave. That's it! We do not have Hookshot. We do not have Magic Mirror. We are seriously down to a 50-50 check here.
Is the moment for you, chat. Bless RNG for check tool to have it, or to not have it, depending on what you want. Well, the fact that Nita's audio is really loud is kinda helping me, I guess. Even could also get an extra energy tank, I guess, if they want.
Alright, Ivan, I hope you're not going to be too upset at this power bomb purchase.
Indeed, even has been powerbombed out for so long.
Nope, Ivan's taking it like a champ.
And taking the E-tank too, it looks like. Nidorific trying to save on power bombs when going into gauntlet will get so much out of his trouble.
And Ivan is heading to Death Mountain. Have we... Wait, heading back to...
Law and Order. He didn't do Law and Order.
You're right. Oh my gosh, the Sahasrara Shaktul checks are going to be delayed even farther. Which means Solsky may be the first one to confirm that for us.
Maybe. I wonder what item it will be though. I want to bet on a mirror, but I'm not really sure. It could be a lot of things.
It
At this
could
point, hookshot, mirror, fire rod, or bamboo cell progression. Or the book. The book can be progression too.
Yes, the magic book could very well be progression, and not a lot of people are going to like that. Or it could be Bombos, which means, well, yes,
it would
we would
be
have
even worse
access.
than the book.
I mean, do remember, That would give us Ice Palace access, and we could finish it.
Yeah, but the book gives Desert Palace access and we can finish it. Yes, it's a pendant, but it's as bad as the bomb was.
Are you telling me that you would like to see a Shaktul pedestal seed?
Shaktul can tell you the mirror just because that already happened. I will give something to Sajwara and to Shaktul, just for the show. Good Total Room from Sosky.
So, Suryu, I don't think Solsky has missed that many locations. I admit when I do commentary for Super Metroid Link to the Past Combo Rando, I mark the locations as any one of the four runners gets it.
That's very smart, by the way.
Well, it has its disadvantage that I can't tell you which specific locations specific runners have missed.
Well, that of course is extremely complicated to do for anyone. I know Gutcherly can do that, but I don't understand how.
Alright, Solsky now with boots and green pendant. What will the order be? If I were to predict, I think Solsky is basically going to do what Ivan did, check Bonk Rocks, then King's Tomb, but then will likely visit Sahasrara.
Or maybe Sajwara first.
Alright, folks. We are about to find out.
That makes sense, just because you are following what you did. So you're getting items further in the logic, and hoping other runners not to catch you.
Alright, if Sahasrara has nothing, it's Shaktul. That's the only play left. Alright, Sahasrara, what do you have? It's an E-Tank! It's Shaktul!
So you're telling me I didn't comment in a while, and now I comment with Shaktul. I really am unlucky.
Iris, I thank you for joining me for this commentary. I genuinely thank you for this.
I thank you too. Who generated the seed? I need to thank them too.
I know who did. I will not call them out unless they wish to reveal themselves.
While they made a Shaktul seed, they will not wish to reveal themselves. Now we need time for Sasuke to figure out it is Shaktul.
Chat. Okay, I am not going to reveal who said that quote, and I'm not going to reveal the quote, but thank you for the laughs.
Shall we shack now or shack later? Sounds good.
Well, whether it's now or later, it's going to have to be at the Love Shack. Or was that a little bit too obscure? Okay, my limited pop culture knowledge is not helping here.
Hey chat, do we tell him or do we not?
Solsky going to raid the library for its earnings? Nope, going to leave those earnings alone. There we go.
Just shack it off.
And other Shadow, at least I put a good movie in your head, unlike the pseudo prequel. Oh, crap! Too late. So, yeah, we had an interesting seed where power bombs were located at either Retro Brinstar High Jump or King Zora for your first, Plasma Beam located at Spike Cave, Charge Beam at Billy Mays There's More, and now we have I mean, and even Ice Rod at Sanctuary Bonk Rocks is not enough to open the seed today.
It's nice. That was not for the joke, it's actually nice.
I mean, yes, it is kind of interesting to see. I'm just saying this has certainly been a unique seed here.
Well, I've been saying Ice World would be the worst thing at Shacktown. Well, at least it is not Ice World. Eh?
Oh, and Chad is just eating it all up right now. For those that want food, I would advise going to the Steak-and Shack. Or wait, never mind. It would be Stack and Shack at this point.
I will let you dig out that idea.
So, yeah, for those that have literally just tuned in, we have a very strange statue clip, but no, we also have a Shaktol seed.
If you are lucky, it can still be a pedestal seed.
We have a number of items on the table for it, too. Considering that it is Desert Palace and Misery Mire, we already have the Kano Samaria, which is the key big item we needed to worry about.
We can worry about Oakshot, Mirror, or Turtlerock's Medallion. Those can all three be on the pedestal.
So, yeah, Ether, Quake, Fire Rod, Hookshot, or Flute, or Mirror, even. Or Book if we really want this to go on forever.
No endgame spoilers, chat. You remember what they said. Didn't see it, but I did a wink.
We have not even approached the endgame of this seed yet.
Nicely done.
And don't worry, I have not seen the movie yet, so if I say anything completely, ridiculous that happens to be true, I apologize. I have generally tried to stay away from those spoilers as well.
Well, from what I can say, in endgame, things will happen. The end. Oh no, I spoiled that things will happen. What have I done?
Solsky is in Plasma Beam and is soon going to learn the bad news. And Link has fallen to the Helmasaur King.
That will cost him a good 4 minutes. Well, about 4 minutes, I think, given their skills. I'm not saying they are bad, don't make me say that. I'm just observing their speed and deciding, yeah, it may be 4 minutes for them. I am completely objective, trying at least. It will take me 4 minutes too.
I mean, the turtle room itself is no joke. but then you have to take whatever health you get from that, and then just, bring it over to King Helmasaur, who again, 2 heart pieces a pop.
While in that, we still do not have a blue mail, we still do not have a tempered sword. We have safety, sure, but not the ones we want. And Sasuke is doing it.
Alright, Solski is going for it. Get your Shaq Tool hype in chat, folks. And I am now going to borrow from Ocarina of Time for a moment, because I feel like King Zora here. Weep. 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 Alright, that's enough weeps.
That's not enough weeps. Shackle isn't finished yet. Sasuke killing Shackle.
Alright, what is the prize? Solski wants to know ahead of time. It's the magic mirror! Well,
Thank you, Shackle.
the magic mirror actually is perhaps one of the best items Solski could get, because that opens up a huge amount of the world.
Well, for that reason, it's actually bad. If it was a fire ward, would that be better, I guess?
Yeah, so it could be Graveyard Ledge, Tower Hera, Paradox Cave, Hookshot Cave, Super Bunny, VT Cave, Checkerboard Cave, Desert Palace. Yeah, that's a lot of spots.
Well, the book is on the pedestal and Quake on the tablet, of course.
Oh man, it's just...
I didn't say Quake was Tata Rock's medallion. I am not being mean.
Oh no, during our
Link.
excitement, did Link die again to Helmasaur King?
Please do not forfeit or anything. Okay, they're confused, they do not know where to go. They have to think of Shackle.
Now, the fortunate thing for now...
And although it's not required, so it's cool.
So the fortunate thing for now is that the actual pedestal is not on the table yet. It still could be, but not yet.
Yeah, Shackle was looking beautiful today.
That's a good question, let's go with Mikau.
Shackle, King Zora, or...
Yeah, Mikau is the, Zora from Majora's Mask.
Oh, thank you.
And the main reason why is because Mikau can sing a lot better than I can. Alright, Solski is the first to enter the Tower of Hera. At the 2-hour 9-minute mark, Link is about to learn of the Ice Rod, which unfortunately is not the necessary progression. And Chris Cash, Mikau can give a better baby than I ever could.
Power bombs in Tower of Hera. We don't need them anymore, but thank you, Sid.
I mean, this play does make sense for Solski.
It's a crystal. Of course it makes sense.
It is a crystal, we have many other items up here available.
Yes, it's true. Extended Mountain is entirely illogic with the mirror. Well, except excluding 3 chests in Hookshot Cave.
And oh,
No!
Solsky tried to set up the bomb jump, but slipped and falls down 2 floors all the way to the other end. Has to climb up once again.
Reasons not to do bomb jumps.
And the item that was inside the Dark Cross this entire time? Super missiles.
Well, I'm pretty sure Solsky did last locate actual, so even should be at that point pretty soon too.
Ooh, and Zoro just brought up a good point. Our logical access to Desert Palace is through Lower Norfair. And that's a bit of a ways to go if this ends up being that type of seed.
It could be even worse. Logical access to desert, for something on a pedestal and only that. Well, we do desert and Mire in a single trip at least. That case. Now, can someone confirm me is everything is okay with Sasuke, or is it just me? Okay. The chat says Sasuke is a little bit rip.
I want to say that Solsky should still be online. We just may have to.
Yeah, sure. Everyone can lag sometimes.
Yeah.
It happens.
Well, I am. If you will give me a few moments, I will prepare for. Never mind, I don't have to prepare for the backup plan, but we have a situation. Solsky has actually finished Tower Hera, but we don't know what the second item was.
Was it the fire rod? You're taking it immediately? Or maybe to check the medallion.
Well, let's at least see what the medallion is, first of all.
Bombers!
Well, we need Bombos anyway, so why not?
Okay. Bombers is not that bad in the end. It was not a measure. The second item was not measure.
Alright, so Solsky does have Ice Rod, but no Fire Rod. We can confirm that.
We got all the items in Super Metroid, by the way.
Did I miss the Spring Ball?
Oh, right. Spring Ball. We're missing one. I was hoping for that one seed, not having any Super Metroid measure against our. Not yet.
Oh, note where Ivan is. Ivan smells a Shaktol seed.
Spring Ball, talking about Shackle?
Yeah, the Spring Ball was the item available in the vanilla game, but that's not gonna happen this time. Meantime, Solsky dealing with Paradox Cave with the hookshot and Quake. The hookshot's nice, but it's not what Quake is not what we're looking for.
We can't full clear Swamp Palace and the Pyramid Fairy.
Alright,
So we are double fire away from Commode actually. Dambosaur, that's nice. And the flute.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about Lower Norfair access for Desert anymore.
So Dead Mountain, all the goods at the moment.
So at this point, Pedestal can only have The fire rod or the
Yeah.
book that leads to the fire rod?
All the mushrooms, at least the fire rod or that kind of stuff. So we are double fire away from Gamad. Fire and fire coin.
That is correct, but because Misery Mire is a pendant, it
It
can't be
cannot
on the
be.
pedestal.
Yes. With the Urshot, we can full clear Urshot Cave at least.
In logic, yes.
I don't think anyone here is going to over it. Anyway, it was nothing.
Now, I had missed what was on top of the, at the end of Hookshot Cave, but Solsky's not going for it, so I'm forced to assume nothing.
Saskia is about to get a plasma beam.
That'll be a very nice find. While Nidorific is trying to finish up Palace of Darkness, and Link is dealing with his prom date. Oh, but
Link, you're charged. You can stun his arm.
I actually didn't know you can stun the arm.
Yeah, shot a shot, shot a crate and the arm would not move anymore. Oh, that was almost a quick kill.
Well, 3 hits on there, not bad.
That was a setup for it. Sasuke activating the flute. 7 everyone.
Ladies, gentlemen, and those with other titles, the goose is loose! And Ivan has just entered Swamp Palace without the hook shot.
Maybe we'll find his bombers there.
But Solsky looks to want Desert Palace first.
Checkerboard cave first. That's something I would have done.
Yeah, Checkerboard Cave first makes sense. Also, the 4th bottle was found in the map chest of Swamp.
Oh, the art on Elmazor was actually the sanctuary art.
I admit I don't keep up with Sanctuary Hearts as much as others do. But in that case, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Okay, boots required for that small key. However, is the big key going to be in, I want to say this is the compass chest.
I think this is a map chest.
It's one of the two.
But it's a compass. You were right.
Well, for today anyway. Alright, Ivan, Big Key of Swamp, immediate rupee turn in.
And that is the compass map chest then. I mean the compass power bomb chest.
By the way, you said that someone else has checked what was on Desert Ledge, right?
Yes. I think it was Sosuke himself.
Okay, so nothing important.
No.
And, Solsky has a decision to make. The land molas have the final item, but it is technically a pendant dungeon. Solsky's deciding, whatever, let's go for it.
That is an interesting play, considering Swamp is fully completable, but sure. I mean, not only it is fully completable, but it also has the pyramid fairy behind it. So I'm really interested about this play.
That is actually a fair point. Pyramid Fairy is a location that I have seen some runners forget about. Swamp Palace is the other Pyramid Crystal.
If you don't have a tracker, it's really easy to forget about.
Alright, left side swamp has a compass, not what we're looking for. Now, we know that Ivan is not going to be able to complete Swamp Palace. However, if Ivan were to pick up Bombos right here... Ooh, that... I don't know if that would make things better or worse. And Solsky with the rare Ice Rod strategy on Landmos.
I love it.
And Swamp Palace provides nothing up front.
Maybe Sasuke at this point is better than a pedestal seed. Shakto has something, pedestal must have something too.
It could be. So let's at least talk about item locations for a second. Every single item location in Super Metroid has been done and dusted. We can knock that out. VT Cave has just been checked by Ivan. That is where our blue mail is.
Nice to have. So we have Graveyard Ledge and Swamp Palace, the back of Swamp Palace.
That is correct.
And Pyramid Fairy immediately after Swamp.
That is also correct. So at this point, specific chest count-wise, if we were to lump Pyramid Fairy in, that is 6 checks available. Because we've already seen 3 of the 6 of Swamp Palace from Ivan. Solsky can go to the back and clean up. And Panushenko, the shovel spot was checked, it had nothing of importance. But look at Ivan heading to Graveyard Ledge.
So here we see the difference between overworld checks and dungeon checks. A long debate.
And for today, the dungeon check wins, but Ivan has to make the overworld check over to Death Mountain in order for this to work. That's what Ivan's doing.
Thank you for your commentator skills. I mean, bless.
Ivan is at least receiving some support. We just saw a bing somewhere. Perhaps Ivan's theoretical bell has just gone off on the head? Regardless, I'll clarify that in chat.
Will Sasuke check the left side first? At least the big key is there. I didn't see that. The big key at least gives the big chest free.
But that is the 50 rupee chest.
Yeah, but at least it is better to go in the back in this case. Need to really think about to get a mirror. They are not replicating this at least.
Alright. Solsky is about to check back half of Swamp Palace. Here's the question though. Is this going to be a go mode swamp, or will we actually see the items?
Well, we need 2 items, so...
Alright, flooded chests. Mushroom. Oh boy. Do you
The
wanna
mushroom.
do a fetch quest? Maybe do
Yeah,
a
of
potion
course.
dive?
Butter sword?
Or a golden sword? Not much in the world. I'm sure this will be fine. Okay, forget this. We all know I'm bad at this singing. However, if I did count correctly, that's all the items because the last one was a super missile. Argus is just going to have the map.
We get the quick kill on Argus. Doesn't look hard, but I promise it actually is hard. It's a 3-button press at the same time, and it's a quick kill with the ice rod. Wow. That's really impressive.
Alright, down to 2 geographical locations. Potion Shop or Pyramid of Power. Which one would you choose?
I would definitely go for the pyramid. Yes, the mushroom is faster, but... Well, I like to have it in my menu just... Cool mushroom. Fancy.
And oh! We did not have to enter the bottom half. Oh! Solsky skipped the second item in Tower Hero. It was the silver arrows.
Well, at least it's only the silver arrows. I'm surprised it skipped that and not go back. It took Shaq to over that.
And yes, folks, we can now confirm retroactively that Solsky skipped the silver arrows from the Tower of Hera basement.
Sasuke does not have silvers in his head. And the pyramid is bombers. We can check the flashlight of Tartarok or complete Misery Mire, and that also means pedestal is in magic.
My apologies, I had a minor connection hiccup. I didn't realize I fell behind there, but that is at least good knowledge to have.
I think it's speed gaming, no problem.
Well, we're at least going to see what the potion shop has.
In it as... Ooh.
So it was both locations. Pedestal is dead, folks. At the 2-hour 29-minute mark, Solsky is officially in silverless go mode.
And he will never get silvers. This will not be a sub 3 seed, it will be a little bit above 3 hours, I think. Maybe 3 or 7, 3 or 10. No, not 3 or 10, but 310. I'm not sure even can do anything with silvers. Silvers are like 1 minute 30, 2 minutes time save maximum whatever. Especially
So,
given they have Butter Sword.
just to catch things up with chat a little bit, based off of, well, I've been now just recently picking up the hook shot and the flute and the tempered sword, I have to give the solid lead to Solsky.
How much time does it take to complete Swamp and Dead Mountain? Maybe 6-7 minutes? Plus the pyramid fairy and the mushroom, maybe 9 minutes? That should be the lead.
Oh, Nidorific has to go round 2 against Moldorm. This can be an annoying fight, especially if it just doesn't work well.
No more Dome today, only a Troll Dome.
Moldorm, why do you do this?
For the chat. He does it for the chat.
I think the chat would prefer if Moldorm never existed in this case.
Sure, tell me about it, chat. Chat isn't complaining. He's the hero we need, you see?
Alright, chat, you win. Just give me 2 months. Slightly less.
Back in 1991, Moldom already knew Twitch chat would be something.
You misunderstand my reference, but that's okay. I'm not going to go into it right
Oh,
now.
sure, I should have followed it.
Nah, it's fine.
How about follows? Give them a follows to the runners and commentators and tracker and that's all. Trackers. The sea. Yes. Follow everyone. It's perfect. Especially the tracker. Do you know how many buttons there is on a tracker? Maybe
a
200.
lot.
Maybe 200 buttons.
I would like to avoid the. I don't want to go into that. I've tracked myself. I know how hard it can be. Again, kudos to Miss Metroid for pulling this off here tonight. And with that, Ice Palace is down. The 2 crystals remaining are Skull Woods and Turtle Rock, and Solsky can finish them both.
Skywars is very, very fast. And Turtle Rock is always the same speed, regardless of government or not. Well, pretty much. Actually, depending of the big give against the war, maybe we could barely get a sub 3, because Sasuke is really good.
That's going to depend on where things are placed, but let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. And Chad is bringing up an excellent point. I need to see an inventory screen check from Link Hero a time, but I don't think they went to Shaq Tool yet.
I don't think either. Link is actually really behind other runners. You see, it doesn't have speed either. I do not know why they skipped Decent Big Chest.
Unfortunately, I don't know if...
He hasn't done the award. Oh,
Oh, okay, that's what happened. He did the front portion of Thieves Town.
that explains.
Oh, that is unfortunate. I mean, I understand the idea of, first 4 checks. And if I recall how the health situation was, you had no more than 7 hearts, which, depending on
Indeed.
how crazy the blind fight gets, that is dangerous. Doable, but dangerous.
And one bottle only, I think. And it was with a B, so really annoying. Neither getting the bomb jump, while Sosky gets the 6th crystal.
Which means it is now time to make our way to Turtle Rock. Misery Mire, we will not have to enter you. We will pretend that you do not exist. Have a good day.
But like anyone is going to miss videos anyway.
Alright, Ivan, hookshot in hand, is soon about to learn. Ah, dang it, I have to deal with the mushroom too now?
Well, if the mushroom is worse, at least you can be a little bit happy about it. Netherrific will be getting their silvers. While Even is going back into Swan Palace. Finding what they need actually. A water crystal and a mushroom.
And Nidorific also taking their time in Tower of Hera.
It's a
Will
good
get the
time to drink.
silvers. And into Turtle Rock we go. Our goal is to see the big key before the lava chest.
4 chances out of 5. And Turtle Rock was fire locked.
Well, at the very least, that would have forced our runners to go to the potion shop. I mean, it is possible to go into Turtle Rock and do it without a bottle of potion, but that is still a safety I'd like to have on hand at almost all times.
Cannot do that, Link. You need. Oh, your space jump? There's space jump. Tracker is the mission now. I didn't see it either, so. 2 unique items in the front of Turtle Rock. Looks bad for the big key.
Yeah, that's going to be a vanilla big key at this rate.
Yeah, it is actually. Pretty sure it cannot be. It cannot be a Shenshon form.
No, it
Because
cannot,
Shenshon has to be a
because
small key.
exactly. Spend the key, pokey key, spend the key, get the key, spend it. But Solsky has to be careful. There we... Oh. A nice dash. But
Block
it's
dash.
still in the line of fire here. Fortunately, there is an anti-fairy here, so available to use the powder right here. There we go.
There are also 4 antivirals before the lava chest, but sure. Well, Sasuke doesn't have any mirror, so everything worked a lot. Taking the 4 ones.
Alright, Ivan is about to get Bombos. And Nidorific is about to gain access to Bombos.
Well, they're pretty much following each other except Link, who seems a little bit lost.
Again, I don't remember how many locations one can get with, without the speed booster, but
Well, nothing is actually locked behind Speed Booster, but it just makes everything so much slower. Except Lava Dive. Lava Dive is faster without Speed Booster because of lava physics.
Solski's skipping Mimic Cave, but does pick up the big chest.
Even thinking, but making the mushroom play. And at 2 hours, 41 minutes and 12 seconds, even is in game mode too.
Also, note that Solski got both small keys prior to entering this section. Laser Bridge is entirely optional today.
That's good. I mean, with green mail, it's always super scary to go to Laser Bridge.
And oh, Link Hero of Time doesn't have space jump, and wait, Solski is still exploring Laser Bridge, probably hoping to find the silvers, but we know they're not here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're looking for either. A book? Why not? Yeah, I know, we can check the pedestal. It's probably required, who knows?
And okay, Link did have space jump, I just saw that.
Yes, Link has space jump, but I decided to do the green gate glitch anyway. Not sure why, but... Meanwhile, Sasuke enters their next fight. Finding the quick kill. Getting the quick kill.
But remember, Trinex has 3 nicks, and we've only dealt with 2.
Well, but before that we need to wait for 10,000 years of explosions. And there it is.
Alright, chat. Solski now has 7 crystals and thus is able to ascend Ganon's Tower. We have 22 locations available where that big key to Ganon's Tower is located, so please enter in a number between 1 and 22. Integers only, inclusive between that range. Winner gets a prize of some kind. That
What's
has
about
no actual monetary value, but, we have fun with it anyway.
You win our hearts, at least.
So give me a moment and I will actually prepare the prize.
And to confirm, yes, there are actually 11 runners and no one has finished yet.
Alright, numbers are locked in. Starting in the Hope Room. 1 and 2, and nothing here.
I descend the torch, or faraway location. It is a small key.
Well, we're not going to object to a small key, but that is still 3.
You get a small win, I guess. If the big key is for the big win.
We need the big one, and the big one only for the purposes of our fun little game here.
Oh, too bad.
4. There's the net. 5. Missiles. 6. There's another
E-tank.
energy tank. 7. Didn't I just say an energy tank? What is it with these seeds and...
Link getting GT down the slow way, needing to farm.
And 8. 20 rupees. We head to the fire snake room.
Even doing their play in the Skirwoods, getting their 6th restore very soon. Need to refig doing the left side of swamp unfortunately.
Nine, small key, not what we're looking for. Which means next up, the randomizer room, as some call it. Just gotta hit the secret switch. 10. Well, there's Ether. 11. 300 rupees. 12. Compass. 13. Heart container. Oh boy, we are running out of locations, folks.
It can't be long anymore. Tire room given this seed. Yeah, it could be. I will not say that yet though, but yes, it could be.
And we still have a few more checks left, starting with Bob's chest number 14. There's our spring ball.
Valid.
Seriously, Iris, did you have to use the V word?
Yes. Because at least now you have a reason to be mad at Shacktool, because he didn't have Springboard.
We'll talk later. Armos on Ice have been defeated. Check 15. No, 16. No, 17. No! We're going right side.
If anyone does the Dark Magician strat, we might have a chance to see someone get past Husky. Probably not someone on Restream, but another runner.
Oh my...
I'm just reminding you that we have 11 runners. We cannot restream 11 people because we don't have such a big screen. So we see 4 here, it means that 7 are running in the dark. Well, in the dark, you get what I mean.
I do. Alright, just have to deal with this puzzle here. Nice kicks by Solsky. Chest 18. Missiles 19. Piece of heart 20. Big key at 20. Ooh, that was extremely close.
I just noticed that we don't have any boomerang.
The blue boomerang was found at the Norfair exit. I did not see where the red one was. However, we do have, we don't have an exact winner, so let's reward the next closest one, Elviole. Congratulations, you have won a lifetime supply of randomizer seeds. All you have to do is go to https://samus.link and you can generate all of the Super Metroid Link to the Past randomizer seeds that you desire. Do you want a comfy time with normal mode, or do you want to show your swag with hard mode? Either way, impress your friends, impress your foes. Make them want to give you the pet seeds of your dreams, or perhaps nightmares. just go to samus.link and have fun with Super Metroid Link to the Past Combo Randomizer. Offer stays valid until the next major version, not available in Nebraska.
Still a wisdom how they managed to get Samus.link as domain name.
It actually used to be a different link, and I literally just learned that it changed. But hey, whatever works.
I don't see that every day. That's just a perfect coincidence. Sasuke using the fire rod to complete Gauntlet really quickly.
Yeah, but running low on magic, and I don't remember if these 4 pots have any.
They do, but they're annoying to get.
We'll just use green potion instead, why not?
Getting the quick kill 1-0 cycle despite getting hit by the Medusa shooter.
Yeah, that statue can just... Bah. You could be surprised how often that one statue causes problems.
Pretty much every time I run. Oh, Sasuke missing the quick kill on this one.
Yeah, the conveyors can be a little tricky, and if you either place it too late or don't fire in time, none hit.
Well, they got a full magic for that robot at least.
That is true, that does help with the 2 quad torch rooms right here.
Well, using lamp anyway, so...
And
Meanwhile, Link is with their will find. Hopefully it will go well. They did not get anything that charged in ice, I think, so if they run out of support, it will be very bad.
Alright, consolation chest just has missiles. I know that Solsky is going to... Wait. We will not see the inevitable conclusion because Solsky is choosing to bypass it entirely. Solsky, I don't know whether to call you proud or a cheater for avoiding the Moldorm kill. I mean, kidding cheater, Kappa cheater, but you get the point.
The chest that validates the kill of Moldorm.
I mean, that is true. Solsky was kind in leaving that for Moldorm to keep, but at the same time, that is technically a dangerous play. If you were to skip that chest and then die on Aga 2, which I don't think Solsky's going to do, you would have to face Moldorm again.
Yes, auto over it again. If you can do it once, why not twice?
But still, Solsky did prove that hover strategies do work.
I can tell you that someone that is not restrained finished already. Asi, who is not restrained, finished with a time of 2:53.42. So Sasuke, sadly, will not be the first. But hey, so twisted.
And now for Ganon's words of wisdom. You think you're so smart? Bet you didn't know you can't hum while holding your nose closed.
How do you read so fast?
Okay, yeah, that's actually difficult. So, Solsky is not missing anything from Super Metroid. Basically, we had to clear out everything in Super Metroid to get what we needed to progress in Link to the Past.
Well, we just had to go to Shakhtar. That's all we had to do. while and maybe the bar a gravity suit.
Alright.
Yes,
Now,
about Go mode, everyone except Link is in Go mode at the moment. They can finish the game with what they have.
Now, for those that wonder why we often say that Solski's in Go mode without the silver arrows, here is why. You are able to damage Ganon without the silver arrows. All you have to do is time a perfect. No,
Oh.
we have a Ganon fall.
Never mind.
I will still explain what Solski was doing there, just for the sake of completion. So it is possible to damage Ganon by waiting for the fire to shoot out, and then immediately when Ganon flickers, the spin attack has to hit. I
That
don't know
is...
if it's possible to use slashes with the golden sword,
Yes.
and Go ahead.
Yes, it is possible.
I wouldn't recommend it, though.
Yes. Yeah, there is one frame, only one frame where Ganon can be hit silverless. But by using a spin attack you have like 24 frames, and by using a slash maybe 8. If you do a swordless run in Link to the Past and the Rune, you could do a silverless armor kill, but then you have 3 frames with the armor, and that is pretty much impossible. But you can do it.
Yeah, it is. If we were to ever see a swordless, a silverless, that would just be
Oh, you can watch them
insane.
on YouTube.
Oh, it's been done?
Yeah, it's been done. Andy, I think, did that.
Of course it was Andy that did it.
Other runners did too, but I know Andy at least did it. Sasuke getting the torch glitch. If you light up the left torch before the right one goes out, the right one will never go out anymore.
Solski still has to be careful. Never even picked up the blue mail from the VT cave. One Ganon hug takes him out.
8 hours, I think?
8 hearts, yes. And honestly, even blue mail would be death at this point.
Well, Ganon is a good guy to hug, but it's a little bit rude. He's too strong.
Yeah, not like Bowser from Super Mario Bros. 3 here. Oh, Solski took a hit, I want to say, from one of the fires. Now any hit is deadly.
Okay, good. Now the biggest challenge, do not fall off the bridge.
I think we can trust Solski to cross safely, so chat, get your single G in chat, please.
For those who do not know, because that is something that happens often, and often I see people do not know. If you reset your game, you will be back to Super Metroid on the ship. So that's a quick way to get back to Super Metroid after killing Ganon. Make sure you saved before doing that though. Sasuke has to remember to turn on Plasma too. Perfect.
Alright, Iris, I need to rest my voice for just a few moments. If you can cover the first half of Torian, say, up until, the baby part, that would be great.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, then I'll take the part after. Give me a moment, folks.
So sadly Sasuke will not be able to do this sub 3 hours, because we got a big kick at chest 20, which was kinda unfortunate. But, well, he may be the second one to finish this. Once again, for people who were not there earlier, there are 11 racers in this race. and we can only restream 4 of them. Just because, well, how do you fit 11 screens on this? You cannot. Sasuke is trying to grab the Metroids, but that did not go super well. Still getting the kills pretty quickly, not getting many super drops, but he has charge, he's fine. And with all the missiles he has, he does not even need to worry about supers. Sasuke surely can do the zip skip trick, so he does not need to do anything to kill the Zipitites, but he will still need ammunition to kill Mono Brain 1, which is about 36 missiles, I think. Sasuke got plasma super early in Spy Cave, I forgot that word. About the boots, no one did any clip with the boots, and they got it pretty late. Pretty much everyone did last locate the boots in Palace of Darkness, and did Saraswara check before Shaktul. Shaktul which was last location for at least Nitorific, Sasuke and even. Sasuke not getting the baby skip. Not even trying, so...
Sorry about that, I'm back now.
Welcome back.
Alright, Solski has to load up. But this is not the best time to be full because, Iris, do you know where we are heading?
Yes, we are heading to the self-destruction system. I mean the final boss.
Not exactly what I was thinking. I'll try to set the stage. So, Solski is now inside the... Thank you, Link. Solski is now inside the Torian Restaurant of Doom and Destruction, and Solski has some issues with head chef Mother Brain, and so wishes to deliver those complaints in person and with violence.
Get him
Not
his
even...
first try.
Yep. Ignoring the Twizzlers, stopping the Cheerios, the chef is being pelted with missiles, and thus is extremely angry. Though if there is one thing when it comes to dealing with a head chef or an explosively popular restaurant here, you will not like any chef, much less Mother Brain, when she's angry.
You mean hungry?
That's even worse, good point. And so, Mother Brain has her kitchen suit of doom available, providing you with chicken nuggets, onion rings, french fries, and eventually the condiments to slather on top of all of them, trying to weigh you down with calories and MSG. But Elski is trying to fight back. But Mother Brain is charging up for the dessert because we have to finish the course! Rainbow flavored ice cream, go! And thus, Solski is suffering with brain freeze, while still moving somehow. That is a surprisingly ineffective brain freeze. But Mother Brain is trying again, only for the baby to come back and thus give some brain freeze in return. So, Iris, while we have a little bit of reprieve here, why don't you explain why Solski is jumping up and down like that?
Actually, that's a trick that is called the stand-up glitch. What you need to do for that is to get it a first time at the rainbow beam, and while the brain will consider that you're not weak and crouching, she will be attacking you and charging a second rainbow beam. If you manage to get under 100 energy in that delay, she will try to use that second rainbow beam, but the baby will also think that you will die, and so will intervene. In that case, you will never actually be crouching unless you hit the floor. And for that reason you need to space jump or to be continuously wall jumping. What does this allow? Well, you've seen that Sasuke was dealing damage during the entire cutscene, and that allows him to do a way quicker Mother Brain 3 fight. Just watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 hits. Normally you would have to do like 40 hits, something like that. So actually he saved maybe 20, 30 seconds on that fight. You can remove the, what can I say, the setup for the stand-up glitch, but it's not as long. So that's a cool and time-saving tech for the end of the game. No one else finished except Ozzy again, so Sasuke can totally hit a second place.
However,
Meanwhile,
we still have to escape the restaurant from blowing up because, thank you for pressing the self-destruct button. This planet will blow up in 2 minutes, 45 seconds. Have a nice day.
do we save the animals from being used in the restaurant though? Do we rescue the animals? Literally Flick doing a dark magician strat. Ouch! I'm not sure why this does happen sometimes.
So what happened there, I think Solsky was a little bit too far to the right when that happened. But fortunately was able to regain the speed even with the rising acid.
That is a short charge.
Solsky leaving the animals to die.
No.
Bye-bye Metroid Fusion. But with that in mind, Solsky does finish in second place overall in the race, but first place on the restream. SRL time, 3 hours, 7 minutes, 3 seconds. Get your GGs out in chat.
Well, better do the stand-up safe than failing it and risking a soft lock. All that is. Yes, it was a G for even as well. I'm sorry, I should have noticed it.
We had a G and a GG at the same time, but I don't know how one can do, 1.5 Gs easily in chat, so we make
And
do.
if you put 3, it's another technique, so that doesn't work either. I wonder if Sasuke will be joining us for an interview. I do not know if they plan on doing that or not.
I'm, asking now. Alright, Solsky will join us shortly.
Perfect. I remember I wanted to ask something, but I forgot what I wanted to ask exactly, so quite unfortunate. Even using another strat for the last form of Metroids, I think this one is a little bit faster.
What is the difference?
Even throws the Metroid a little bit earlier, so could kill it a little bit earlier because he didn't stop as much as Sasuke did. The typical strat you will see in any person though will be grouping all 3 Metroids, which is slower, but guarantees you will get enough support to do the Mother Brain 1 fight. So this is actually a 100% randomizer on this strat.
No!
Even
So close!
At least they didn't eat the transition. If you hit the transition with the baby stuck on you, you will be continuing the game with the super slow debuff. And that kinda causes you to, well, if you don't have space jump, it will be very hard to escape, because you are actually stuck in super slow mode. $221 item collected for Sasuke. That's actually good.
I mean, considering we basically close to full clear to Super Metroid, yeah.
Yeah, I thought we'll be going for Ice Clip too, Sasuke. And yeah, I understand that everyone got the boost super late, despite they were available very early actually. You could sequence break into Palace of Darkness like 25 minutes in, since the moment people finished Thief's Town. So yes, if you get the boost 2 hours before the others, you indeed gain a lot of time from that. That makes sense. Even enters the Modern Run fight at the same time as Nidorific enters the Aghanim 2 fight. I hope you did study your trigonometry relations. Nidorific missing all 3? Maybe they did not. Meanwhile, even avoiding all the dishes.
And the condiments, too. But we have our 5-star winner right here, Solski, GG.
That was not 5 stars.
4
That was
stars
very
now.
not 5 stars.
Sorry, when it comes to Chef Motherbrain, we go whole ham into the restaurant stuff.
Oh, even almost died there.
I'm just glad you guys didn't use my audio.
What happened?
Ganon happened, and then I was not happy. That's about it. Other than
Yeah,
that,
I
it's
mean-
the suit's fine.
Ah. Well, I mean, you did it out pretty well. Everyone did Last Locate or almost Mirror Attractor. And you were the first one to get it.
Yeah, I was pretty limited. I only had that and Cosine Room left because I did it order first without more. Which
Yeah, but you...
could have paid off, but it didn't. I was kind of actually hilariously relieved when I saw where Morph was.
Yeah, I even got the Morph Ball like 5-7 minutes before you.
Yeah.
But I don't really know why they lost time, but they ended up way later than you expected.
Again, it's just mainly because I got grapple pretty late in Lorne Warfare, so I had that at Eastern Paw as an option. I had some Link to the Past stuff as an option, so they weren't really ideal to go back to.
Well, the interesting thing is to see is that the Morph was not that early, and now one of the power bombs. Power bombs are just in the Brinstar, Blue Brinstar Sailing E-Tank, or King Zora, that's also in logic.
Yeah. King Zora was the one.
By the way, G in chat were Nidorific, killing Ganon.
Yeah, I was lucky that I did Zora when I did, mainly because I had close to Zora rupees. That's why I kind of was like, do I want to do it? And I was like, yeah, because I got Pearl early, did the Sash Cave plays, so I was able to route all that in. I actually scored with an early space, which was nice for the
Yeah, you were the only one with space for a long time.
Yeah. That's why I loved it. Like, it was a lot better when I had high jump with it, but it was great to have early. And then I was actually having like a little bit of a crisis there. And also, shout outs to Ivan on that, on the swag speed keep, by the way.
Yeah,
love it.
That's the fastest strat we can do, but it's super hard.
Yep. But yeah, just I don't know. The seed was really fun, awkward at the beginning. I just kind of had a good time with it. It was like, hey, I can't wait to get like more power bombs now, and then they turn off that Terminator, which was the best. But yeah, no, I mean that was probably the only two items. Redding was okay considering where the items were. The only two spots that I didn't agree with doing was Desert and Norfair First. Norfair First seemed like a good idea, but I knew it was out of logic.
I was
So
kinda interested by the desert play too. Even desert was abandoned and we had swamp that was full careerable. GG to even.
well, I mean, I liked it at the time because at least with doing Desert then, I knew I wasn't going to push into Mire if I found Bombos. And then when I found Bombos at FAP area, I was like, well, I think I made the right play because then I'm going to go to Ice Palace instead rather than the combo and then and then immediately get Fire Rod. I'm like, well, I knew I should have done Swamp first, but it wouldn't have mattered for the time anyways. I think Aussie, even if I didn't do Desert and Norfair first, Aussie probably still would have beat me by a minute or two. So
Yeah, it was kind of a gamble.
yeah, just how she goes.
Ivan, congrats on your time of 3:15:20. I just have 2 words.
Uh-huh.
Well, okay. Well, first of all, GG, but that's not what I want to say.
Uh-huh.
2 words. Billy Mays.
Oh yeah, I'm real smart. I was walking away and I was like, wait, did I even look in the floorboards? I'm pretty sure I didn't. Then I went back up. Also, for whatever reason, after finding the mirror, I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna do Swamp because I don't want to go up to Death Mountain without a Fire Rod. I thought I had the hook shot for some reason. So I got halfway through Swamp and I went, wait, oh shit.
That is why. Okay.
Well, rip.
Uh-huh. I'm a big old dummy.
I mean, you were running out of locations. I don't blame you for checking Swamp. It was just kind of unfortunate that Shack Tool had the mirror needed to get the hook shot.
Yeah, that whole sequence is real stupid. I thought about ice clipping and then decided against it.
Same.
At least the items, bombers, and the mushroom for Fire Rod were not in the front of Swamp because that could have taken you away.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's... You know, this probably wasn't too bad. Oh yeah, I should let you know, I mean, Ivan, what were your thoughts on the initial 2 power bombs that were found? One on effectively Retro Brinstar Energy Tank, and one on King Zora.
Yeah, I got my power bombs real late. Real late. I don't know how much you did Solsky without power bombs, but
0 actually.
okay. Well, that's great. I did all of Upper Norfair. I did everything in Green Brinstar that I could. Went through basically everything that I could without power bombs or bombs until finding them.
It's okay. I did all of Upper Norfair without Morph.
God.
So
I said, I was talking on the stream, I was like, I'm pretty sure I probably got Morph earlier than a lot of people, but I got power bombs probably last.
That's close to what happened. I mean, kudos to you for pulling off the Alpha Power Bomb Red Tower play to get the Morph Ball. That was just gutsy.
Well, I mean, I had speed, so I wanted to go up and do that, and then I was just going to go clear out Green Brinstar with speed. Sure.
The worst was that I was like judging, like, he's going there so early, I hope there is something. Morph Ball, what?
that was my
Oh wait,
reaction.
it isn't the power bombs. That was so dumb.
Yeah, it was good for me because, like I said, I did all Norfair, and then I'm like, well, I'm just gonna go up Red Tower and go to Brinstar now because I didn't do like Eastern Pod any of that stuff. So just getting Morph there was perfect. Because it just, all right, I'm going to wreck ship immediately. So it's good.
Yeah, Wrecked Ship that nothing but the bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, both screw attack.
Yeah, screw attack was
yes.
actually really nice. Screw attack was nice because then it was like easy access to Terminator for me.
Mm-hmm.
I could have done the Shine Spark, but I just did Screw Attack instead. And then
I mean, you could just do a short charge and then jump over to the blocks.
yeah, you could have, for sure. But yeah, no, it was good to get the second pack of Peeps at Terminator, and then I just kept getting fed Peeps through Brindley for me, so it was fortunate.
Oh, there are power bombs in Terminator?
Yeah,
I forgot.
it's okay.
Wait.
I skipped Silver.
No, there weren't. No, there were not.
Yeah, there were.
No.
Yeah,
Not in Terminator.
Terminator E-Tank. Yep.
No, there were power bombs.
actually
There were power
not sure.
bombs in the Gauntlet tank.
Oh, the Gauntlet. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, Terminator. Because
Sorry,
I went down
yeah.
to
Yes.
Green Brimstar without power bombs. I was like, "There's no way I skipped
Yes.
Terminator to get down there."
My mistake. Yeah, no, you're
I
right.
was,
You're right.
yes, that's right.
Gauntlet is what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, I considered just sparking in there early too to just see what it was. I kind of wish I had now, but oh well.
Yeah, it was just really lucky it was there because that was like the one item I probably could have used the most before Bryn Loop, and it just turned up. So. But yeah, C was kind of dumb though.
Yeah, that was dumb logic chain.
Yeah. The Shack Tool one, I can deal with the Morph one, but the Shack Tool one on top of it is just like really,
Yeah.
because it was literally my second last check. I put off Plasma, Cosine, and that because I didn't have Morph initially, and I reset out of Cosines, so I'd have to kill Croc again.
Right.
I'm not doing that. So Plasma in the Shack is like, well, see ya. All right, but yeah, I'm gonna bounce. I gotta get some food. I'm starving. So thanks for casting, guys, and good game again, Ivan. Take care.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna head out as well. Thanks for doing commentary.
Thank you for running, otherwise we will not have anything to comment.
I mean, unless people really wanted me to talk about, Chef Mother Brain and the crazy desserts with no footage, but I don't think that works that well.
Well, do not underestimate Twitch chat.
Oh, I have learned that, first full week of January.
Nidorific about to get finished though. I did not know how much time we've allocated to the restream though.
Right. Once again, animals are dead. But Nidorific makes it in the ship.
GG's.
Yep, third place on the restream, 5th overall. Official SRL time of 3 hours, 22 minutes, 56 seconds. Link is confused and destroying Sahasrara.
They are missing Shacktool too.
That they are, and it's kind of interesting how this seed required Shacktoll in order to indirectly complete 5 Link to the Past dungeons here.
Well, that, from the point of view, is actually really easy, indeed. But
Yeah.
yes, Mirror, Looking Fireward, and Hookshot.
Yeah, Mirror locked Hookshot. I mean, Mirror locked Tower of Hera. Mirror also locked Hookshot for Swamp Palace. Swamp Palace locked both Fire Rod through Mushroom and Bombos. Either of those for Ice Palace, and both for Turtle Rock.
And
It
eventually
was-
Maya, if you want.
Oh, thankfully we didn't have to go in there. I want to believe this is Nidorific that's in here, is it?
Yes. Hello.
Welcome. So,
Yeah.
how was the seed for you?
I'm I'm not sure if it trolled me or if I trolled myself looking for the first power bomb pack.
Yes, you were actually the one that got the blue star early, I think. I'm not sure to remember, it was like 3 years ago, so...
My first pack was Zora,
Oh,
and there was one in Old Brinstar. I should have checked there too, but I didn't.
well, that's understandable, I guess. You do not know it, but Ivan and Sosky were both looking for power bombs for a while, especially Ivan. They found more ball but didn't have any power bomb. For maybe 20 minutes, 25. And then the first pack they found was not even actually a legit pack, the sequence broke it. So sure, I guess.
I was afraid at one point that the first pack of power bomb would be the one on Lumberjack Ledge,
Yeah, that was a possibility too.
I mean,
but I didn't have boots.
fortunately, it was only, either, King Zora 500 rupees or, deal with Retro Brinstar. Both of which were kind of out of the way and just ugh.
Or sequence break it in Gauntlet, Gauntlet, yes, with speed, that works too.
Yeah.
But that was risking a soft lock, so out of logic.
That's why I saved a lot early. I was trying to avoid soft locks. I know that
Actually,
I know the game won't, the normal logic won't put stuff in a place that will leave you soft lock, but I was hoping maybe the sequence break a power bomb pack early or something like that.
yeah, actually, it worked kinda well. You have the lowest collection rate of all 3 runners here, so
I
it's kinda
reset.
good.
I checked all of North Fair and I found nothing, so I reset. But nothing good, I mean.
Yeah, good time save, and well, yes, that impacts the timer. What did you think about that Shackle?
Shaq, the worst part is I would have checked them if I had grapple at the point I was in Meridia. The only reason
Everyone
I
everyone
went
has said
to
that.
Meridia first is I only had 5 power bombs, so I couldn't go to Lower North Fair. I was looking for a second power bomb pack to go to Ridley. And I found it in Meridia, but I didn't have the grapple, so when I returned to the warehouse area, I had no reason to go to Meridia for a single check when I had all of Rex Ship and Brinstar still available.
Well, yes, we didn't underline this a lot, but yes, this seed was really mean with the powerbomb placements. All powerbomb packs were in places you do not want to go without powerbombs, so kinda unfortunate.
Very.
I remember you did a play that interested me at some point, but I cannot remember which. Maybe Wolfman will have an idea?
Unfortunately, no, I'm struggling to recall any specific thing here.
Yeah, too
long
many
seas
things
do that.
happened.
Too many things and long seed.
Honestly, if this was considered a long seed, then I'd like to know where my execution is.
It's probably in Super Metroid because it's amazing. Like I watch really good runners. I'm like, I lose seconds to that person in every single room. That adds up to minutes, very quickly.
Well, you did not do bad actually. I mean, getting to beat Sosky or even is really hard because both have a really good execution in both games, so... Even, for example, did check the entire Crocomire without power bombs, I think. Did stutter 3 to get the item in the... How is it called? In the jump room?
I'm not sure what's the name is.
Well, the pantry maybe? I'm not sure. But whatever, that big room where you're made to jump with speed.
Honestly, I don't know. It's grapple room, maybe grapple acid room, grapple. Something.
Acid room grapple, that works.
I think some call it Indiana Jones if we're talking the room I'm thinking.
Yeah, that too. Looking at speed gaming, Super Metroid Speedrun Wiki, it is actually the post-Crocomire jump room. Why not?
There are many names available for all the different things out there, from rooms to weapons to items, and again to themes and settings, like, again, my carried away restaurant thing.
At least we can agree on the spiky room of this. That one will always have the same name.
I'll probably find a way to disagree at some point, but let's not worry about that now. Kaz, any final thoughts on this one before I think we may wrap up a little early?
Yeah, the super early suits were very deceiving.
Yeah,
Because there was, well, I was gonna say there was nothing in Meridia, but that's not true. But I mean, Norfair didn't have anything.
well, there was nothing in Meridia except that mirror actually.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so kind of important. But we got
Silly
speed and
Shack tool.
suits early. That was all. That was almost full access to everything in Super Metroid. Very early. And we were gated by the mirror in. Fortunately, we were gated fairly early by the mirror, because otherwise we could have full cleared the entire seed, even on Link to the Past side, before finding the mirror.
I mean, you may have come in during the tail end of this, but that Shack tool guarded 5 dungeons effectively.
Yeah.
Which
at
is
least he guarded 5 dungeons and didn't guard the ice rod.
Ice Rod was due to Palace of Darkness, which we had full access to at that point. It doesn't count.
I mean, it's not as bad as if Shaq had the ice rod. That would have been actually very bad.
I might have pulled the pedestal before checking Shack.
Yes.
I don't even know what the pedestal has today, but obviously it's not going to have anything of importance.
Link being the only one picking a mirror shield today.
Actually, I think Solsky picked it up as well.
Did he?
One of the other runners did. I noticed it because I had missed when the second shield was picked up from the wrecked ship.
Oh. Okay. Probably Salsky then.
It's usually best to avoid picking up the mirror shield. It adds extra lag.
Does it
And
really?
Yeah, because the first 2 shields are 1 sprite. The mirror shield is 2 sprites. So that's another sprite that's always drawn on the screen every time Link is somewhere.
That is interesting.
If you want to test the lag, do the sword poke strats against Elmosaur King with the mirror shield. You will lag a lot.
I understand. Yeah, sure. It's just something that does not make sense. I do not know why they use 2 sprites for this, but...
To make it bigger, I guess.
Yes.
Joys of 32 by 32-bit tiles, I guess. Or in this case, 16 by 16. It's one of the two.
That's why I picked up the red shield, because I had skipped a shield, and I already had a shield. Ideally, I want no shields at all. But if I already have one and I skipped one, I'm going to pick the red shield if I find it.
Link will be
That's-
getting the mirror as soon as they can
Yes.
get through the hole. Okay. Just to say how much the seed was a joke, actually.
I assume it's basically slash check in Super Metroid.
It's the last
Yes.
check. The very last.
It was mine too. I checked
was-
Cosmo.
It was everyone's last check today.
Yeah.
Well,
And
thank
I
you.
should
if you-
have played.
Thank you for casting and thank you for having me.
Thank you for running, otherwise we will not have anything to comment without runners. And thank you, Wolfman, for accepting a second commentator with you.
Thank you for letting me join in on this. Folks, we are probably going to wrap up a little early, but we will at least see Link's reaction to the mirror here. But please, follow all four of our runners, Nidorific, Solsky, Link, Hero of Time 64, and Ivan. Do not forget about my commentary partner, Iris Isotheus, and our trekker, Ms. Metroid. And please do not forget to thank the Speed Gaming Overlords who allow this match to be broadcast.
If you want to know, the main reason we are stopping this is because, how to say, we have 4 hours to schedule this, and Link will obviously never be done in 4 hours. And also, well, I do not know for you, the Wolfman, but here it is actually 1 AM. So,
I think, honestly, I think we've all hit our limits. I would advise anyone that wishes to support Link Hero of Time directly, please follow and watch. Give them all the cheers that you can. We are probably going to wrap things up, but I would advise also to please don't forget to follow Speed Gaming along with Speed Gaming 2 through 6, along with our foreign language restreams, which are available in Spanish, French, German, and Portuguese. Plenty more events across the networks, but for now, we're gonna wrap things up here.
and follow is also Wolfman. Never say the follow himself. Really good.
I honestly
You
don't
did
know what to
everything.
say this time, so Iris, close out this time, please.
Alright. So you did all the share stuff. We will be having another weekly race tomorrow. Tomorrow at, I don't remember, 9 PM EDT. If it is not tomorrow yet, it is Monday 9 PM EDT. It will be our logic, which means we will have a lot of Super Metroid tweaks. For what is going actually on Speed Gaming with a lot of stuff, with various Super Metroid tournaments, and we also have various Link to the Past tournaments. Well, randomizers, all randomizers. Super Metroid are 90%. So actually, there's a lot of stuff that is active. You can also watch Wind Waker that just started on Speed Gaming 5. For now, I think we will be sleeping or just doing other things. I do not know for you, but in general, I mean,
Yeah, I will
chat.
be eating and
Thank
then
you for-
probably sleeping.
thank you for watching. Thank you for participating, supporting us, supporting the runners, the commentators, the trackers, everyone. And have a good day, a good night, a good afternoon, depending of your time zone.
Enjoy, everyone.